Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to The Voice of the People.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm
I don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone. En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie. You don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes. As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again. ¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me, so talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingVoice.com.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Flagship Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern show. We're supposed to have some guests on in a few minutes. Let's hope that that is true, and we'll be bringing you a treat. But until that happens, we have Timothy Bradley. Caleb Plant is going to sleep. Serrano signing to Jake Paul, and Clarissa's comments regarding Jake Paul, where a shot at her little homie Amanda could be a strong possibility. Also, we'll be discussing Bob Arum, who believes that he will force basically Valdez to fight the winner of Shakur and Herring. Which, you know, if we're being honest, that's something we wanted for a while now. They're actually late with it. And then we're going to be talking Chris Eubank Jr. this weekend and his performance and how good of a trainer Roy Jones Jr. is at this point. Is Eubank his most successful student? I would say yeah. But this is what we're going to be talking about. If you're interested, you know the number to call in. 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Let's start off with the Tim Bradley latest. Bradley basically telling Plant he's going to sleep. Nothing new here. Pretty much what we've been hearing from everyone. Everyone is so confident that Caleb Plant will lose this fight. So, you know, receiving headlines like this isn't anything new in my opinion. You know, people are counting Caleb Plant out, and that's okay. It's a fight. He hasn't been on this level. And Bradley, you know, doing his job. Being vocal, letting you know what he think will take place. I just don't know that Plant's going to go to sleep. Asleep from what exactly? Not to say that Canelo hasn't slept people bigger than him, but I don't really remember him sleeping anyone bigger than him other than Kovalev. If you want to call that sleeping, you know what I mean? Not really sure that it is. But it was a good fight and a good win. And right now, everybody's talking about this Timothy Bradley video and him basically, you know, telling the world that Plant will go to sleep. And I'm trying everything in my power to get you the transcripts so that we don't have to play the audio, but it seems like the only thing that pops up is the video. So we'll try and get you the video.
Billy in September? No.
He going to sleep.
He's going to sleep? Why do you feel that way, too?
Make too many mistakes. Beautiful.
Now, he said one of his reasons is he makes too many mistakes. And obviously, based off the weigh-in, many would believe that. Like, okay, he does make a lot of mistakes, you know? He made a mistake in the weigh-in, allowing himself to be countered. It was a huge mistake because it changed the betting lines. It made him a bigger favorite. Not to say that that's a bad thing, right? Because if you're Caleb Plant, you're still betting on yourself. It's not like you stop betting on yourself because the betting lines and the odds makers or the bookies don't believe in you. You'll probably bet on yourself more then when the whole world is against you. But I think that everybody felt that way after the face-off and Plant getting countered.
Caleb Plant, to me, honestly, and this is my opinion. You don't have to think. Nobody has to think what I think. He's like the street baller with all the skills in the world.
I wonder where he's going with this. Because street baller, that like reminds me of and one. I mean, Caleb's in the major league, so what is he gonna say with this?
You know, but he ain't gonna make it to the league. You know, he got all the skills, flashy.
See, this is what I'm saying. This analogy doesn't work. How you gonna call him a street baller that ain't gonna make it to the league? Meanwhile, he's a champion in the league. But okay, Brad.
Oh yeah, crossover. Got him. You know, behind the back passes, all that. He got it all. He got all the skills. He does. You know, but there's holes that I see that he can't do against Canelo. Canelo's too small.
And that's understandable, though. Like, I really ain't getting it. Like, that's understandable. You know, Canelo's on one level. He's on another level. I mean, there was mistakes that Canelo couldn't do versus Floyd. There was mistakes that Timothy Bradley couldn't make versus Pacquiao. So, I you know, so far, this is my first time hearing it. I love doing things organically right along with y'all so y'all get my real reaction and I get your real reaction.
Smart. He don't have the IQ to beat Canelo. It takes a guy with IQ to beat Canelo. You know, Canelo can do it all too. He can fight you in the inside.
See, he doesn't have the IQ, and I wonder what that means because while he hasn't been in there with the opposition to show us that he's on this level, the people that he's been in there with, he hasn't been tagged up. So being tagged up by them could mean that you don't have an IQ. So I'm a little lost.
He can fight you on the outside. He can be very defensive. He can counterpunch you. And if you don't have the IQ to be able to deal with that and negate all of that he does, you're not going to beat him. I don't see a guy right now between 175 and 168 that can beat Canelo. I don't.
And that's just his opinion. Let's just be real. That's just his opinion. I mean, you know, it just was a very sexy headline, but nothing he said made me feel any more confident that Canelo was going to sleep Plant. I don't know. So that's our first poll. Did Tim Bradley make sense? Or is he picking with his heart? All right, we're solo dolo. Nobody to pick up the dead air. But we did do our first poll, and the hotline is open, 142-5569-5241. Press 1 time. The voice you're opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline.
These calls are brought to you by Big Rigs Trucking Agency, experts for all your insurance and trucking needs. For quotes and consultations, visit us at brtagency.com or contact us at 908-943-6918.
Open up these phone lines early in case I need some assistance from the callers here. Topic by topic. You know, just kind of getting your feel as to what was said by Timothy Bradley. Did anything he say give you the feeling that, yes, Bradley got it right on the nail? This is why I'm picking Canelo. Shout out to Trey, who's saying Bradley did pick Usyk. Wow, now that's a good one. Look at this guy. That changes everything, doesn't it? That puts his that puts everything into perspective in a slight way. Now my producers got me looking at Blog Talk for this special guest, but I think you guys will be happy if we eventually, lock it in. Something he's been trying to do now for quite some time is to get this particular guest, and hopefully, we can get it, to give you guys a treat and get some answers. Definitely we need some answers. And this particular guest is someone that can give us those answers. But right now, our poll, people believing that Bradley is picking with his heart more than he's making sense on the poll. 56% of the public is believing that Bradley is picking with his heart when he says that Caleb Plant is going to get slept. We have a super chat from R. Jonesy that says, just because I'm a real one and you are too. Shout out TBV. Like and share the video. Freeloaders. Well, thank you, R. Jonesy. Carlos Diaz right behind him saying Plant has most definitely be tagged up. Laugh out loud. Rewatch the Statigi fight. Looked like Plant got ran over. I'm just saying. I mean, he is fair-skinned though, right? You know what I mean? Like white guys bruise easy. Hey, Ramon, since I'm the only one that think Plant's going to win, don't that make it official? Like when it actually happens? Since I'm the only one thinking it. Everyone else is saying Plant getting slapped. I hope I get some sort of credit. Right? I hope the people that aren't thinking he's getting slapped will get some sort of credit when it comes down to it. But, J-Mac, I see you available. Let me bring you on. If you are, let me know. I'd like to ask you some questions here, particularly on this Bradley subject. You avail? Is J-Mac available? Is J-Mac available? Guess not. All right. Well, in that case, we'll go to James Valdez in San Antonio. What up, Mr. Valdez? James?
And as I'm just listening, Andy, you can come to me right away. I hit one just out of habit.
Nah, it's all good. I actually wanted to ask you a little bit of questions here about Bradley. Did you ever think Caleb was getting slept?
You're asking me, or you going to J-Mac?
I'm asking you.
Me?
Yes, you.
No, I don't think. I think Plant is going to get slapped. I think Bradley's being rational.
Okay.
I think he's being rational, just like everybody. Seen Canelo piece up everybody because Billy Joe got, these last few guys got beat up, man. So I think Plant's going to put up a good fight, but I think he's going to get slapped. I think he's going to get hurt to where they stop it.
All right. Fair
enough. That's what I think.
Fair enough. Shout out to you. So I see someone saying, a Kanye fan saying, that I'm biased because I wanted Canelo to sign a multi-fight deal with PBC, but I didn't want Haney to sign a multi-fight deal with Top Rank. That's wrong. So, just for being wrong, we're going to times you out now. Now you're in wrong jail. Is this our guest? One moment. Is this the Honorable Leonard Ellerby?
Yes. Hold on one second, boss man.
All right.
Hey, tell them I'm stepping out for a second.
Well, we do have Leonard Ellerby on the line, so let's get those questions going. So, Mr. Ellerby, how are you?
Pretty good. Yeah, I'm just taking a break. I'm at my daughter's basketball game, just taking a break to do this interview with my main man.
Oh, man.
What's going on, boss?
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate you taking out the time. Shout out to Miss Frost for setting this up. We do appreciate you taking out the time. I guess we'll jump right into it. The biggest Mayweather Promotions headline right now is Rolly all over Tank. Is there anything you can tell us about that particular matchup? Is Rolly telling the truth? Does he have this fight? Is that happening in December?
Okay, you kind of just said three separate things. Rolly is looking to fight very soon. Obviously, you gotta love Rolly. Rolly is the type of young fighter that he wants all the smoke. Him, not only him, but there's several other fighters that want to fight Gervonta, and we're taking a look at everything, and we're going to be making an announcement very soon. And Tank will be fighting before the end of the year.
Beautiful, beautiful. So if Rolly doesn't get the Gervonta Davis fight, obviously Davis being the star, what is on the table for Rolly? I feel like he's a very interesting character in boxing and definitely can make a name for himself with that personality and fighting style.
But Rolly's a terrific young fighter, and again, he's reached a point where, again, he's very confident in his skills and his ability. Rolly feels as though he can beat any and everybody that's out there around his weight class and in his weight class. And, you got to love that, that mindset, because confidence is everything at this level especially when it comes to young fighters. So, again, 2021, we're not done with that. It's going to be it has been a terrific year thus far, and we're going to end this year with a big bang. Tank's going to be in a big pay-per-view fight before the end of the year.
And not to get too far off Rolly, but a lot of people seemed excited by your suggestion of Tank possibly facing Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman came out and said he'll sign the contract in 2 seconds flat. And then that kind of went dead, and we haven't heard anything else about that. Can you let us know, is Thurman no longer an option, or is he still being looked at as a possible Tank opponent for this year?
Well, one thing about our team, me, Al, and Floyd, one thing we've been very good at doing is that, the less that you put out there to the general public, the more you're going to be successful with executing things. We kind of work behind the scenes, unlike some of these other promoters. The minute they end a conversation, they let, the fans know that, hey, I'm talking to this guy about. That's not how you get deals done. You get deals done by working behind the scenes diligently, doing your homework, having great dialogue amongst the people you're dealing with to actually execute a deal. And we've been very successful at doing that. We're not going to switch anything up what we're doing. Unfortunately, I know the fans want to know every move you make, but unfortunately, things don't get done that way. With some of these promoters who are loudmouth and they just they want to be seen and want to be heard, and we just play the back and we play behind the scenes. And when it's time to announce something, we'll do that. And as I just spoke earlier, that I'm going to be making an announcement about Tank's next fight, in coming very soon. Gervonta Davis will be fighting before the end of the year in a big pay-per-view fight.
I mean, since I'm your guy, can you at least confirm if he'll be back in Atlanta?
I don't want to say anything what we're doing. One thing that we do know is that as it relates to Tank, Gervonta Davis is going to be fighting before the end of the year. He's going to be fighting a big pay-per-view fight. The location of that event is TBD, to be determined. One thing about Tank Davis, he's proven that he's a proven ticket seller, and that anywhere he goes, people are going to come to see him because what he's been able to do, he's been a big-time attraction and been able to give the fans exactly what they want to see. And that's why, his fans, everywhere he's been, they're paying customers, and he's been doing the phenomenal live gates, and he's become one of the biggest attractions in the sport already at 26 years old.
So, Leonard, I seen you had a back and forth with Ryan Garcia where you, I guess, for lack of a better word, threatened Ryan to release the document stating that he didn't want to fight, or rather his team didn't want to fight. If you could just give some context or clarity to why the Tank Davis-Ryan Garcia fight never happened, and what may you possibly be holding as proof in the cut there?
Well, see, again, I'm not one that I'm not with all that bullshit about going back. Again, if Ryan Garcia don't know what happened, back in, I think it was February of this year, shame on him and shame on his promoter. Because again, I reached out to his promoter. It's no secret. I reached out to his promoter. I think I made a comment about some of that maybe on Twitter at one point because, again, the back and forth, you got to understand, the boxing business is a little different as it relates to, when it comes to the fans. They don't really understand how these kind of things go behind the scenes. I reached out to Golden Boy, who's his promoter, and to see was he ready to fight Gervonta Davis in a fight this fall. And they told me no, and they sent me something in writing, and they told me why. They said he had other plans, and that was the extent of the conversation. They said they had something else in store for him. He had plans. Now whether he has dialogue with his promoter, I don't know. That's none of my business. That's none of my business. But I reached out and I tried to make a deal for a fight, and and that's what they told me. But I'm not saying that what the future might hold, but I'm just telling you what happened this year in 2021. So whether or not his promoter let him know what's going on, that's none of my business. Again, I'm not talking directly to the fighter because, again, I will be out of line doing that. You know what I'm saying? I reached out directly to his promoter, and his promoter reached back out to me in writing. It's all fact.
So Leonard, obviously with Devin Haney having a unique and special relationship with Floyd, I'm sure you've watched that blossom over the years, being as though he's been training there since 12 years old in Floyd Mayweather Sr.'s gym, or the TMT gym. Now that he's a free agent, is there any interest for TMT to maybe acquire the services of Devin, or do you feel like you have too many, or you already have the biggest name at 135 and you don't need another?
Gervonta Davis is one of the biggest stars in the entire sport. I personally think that Devin Haney's a terrific fighter, and I'm really, really impressed with the job that, like, basically him and Bill have done, like, getting him to this point, with all the stuff that they did, especially early on with getting him fights at a young age, and more importantly, what I really admire about them, Devin is actually, he's in control of his own business, and Bill and him they've been very mindful about taking the right steps with building that part. Devin was 22 now, maybe?
Yes.
Is he 22?
Yep.
Yeah, he's 22. And he's doing a phenomenal job. He's making millions of dollars to fight. So I have to commend him and Bill for that. I really have to commend and tip my hat off to them that he's put himself early on in the position where that he's had some early success without fighting big name opponents and that kind of thing. But again, he's definitely on the right path to where they're trying to get to. There was definitely interest. Maybe probably before he had signed with Dazn. He had an opportunity to decide what he wanted to do, especially with that being his first initial contract with being a partner in a situation, and he chose to go with Eddie Hearn and Dazn, and I commend him for that. I'm not no fighter for doing what they do, but what we do over here, all our fighters are fighting in big fights. You know what I'm saying? I have no control over what anybody else is doing, no say so. All I can do is tip my hat off to them and say, hey, great job, what we doing. But Tank Davis over here, Tank is going to be one of the biggest stars in the entire sport. He is that right now, and he will eventually be the biggest star in the entire sport. And we're going to fight any and everybody who is in our way. And when I say in our way, around our weight class, if this guy is the best that they say at this point, and they bring something to the table, we're gonna make these big fights happen. But they can't happen overnight. Everybody wants to say, "Oh, fight this guy, fight that guy." It just doesn't work like that. I mean, because in these kind of situations, you have to be able to bring value to the table. And there's no knock. I'm not knocking any other fighter what they're doing, but we work very hard with building Tank and putting him into the situation where he's calling the shot, and he's the boss. He's the biggest star out of all these weight classes from 30 to 40. And if anybody wants to refute that, they can. They can debate me on that.
So, my question was, would TMT and Mayweather Promotions be interested in working with Haney now that he's a free agent? He's no longer with with Dazn any longer.
I can't really speak on anything like that because again, they're doing their thing, and I commend them and I applaud them. We're good over here. We're good exactly what we're doing, and I'm sure that Devin is very happy to be in the position that he's in to be able to kind of make certain moves that, again, I commend what they're doing, but we're good over here. What we're doing, we're totally 1,000% good.
All right. Well, let's talk about Caleb Plant for a minute because I interpreted that slightly different than most people. I looked at it like, man, through all my years of watching boxing, I've never really seen the quote-unquote B side take a stance like Caleb and, attack the A side. I think that the slap was interpreted differently because Canelo countered him. He's not getting as much credit for the balls it took to do that. How did you interpret Caleb Plant and Canelo's face-off?
Man, I don't pay no attention to that shit because that shit don't matter. Them two got to fight on, November the 6th?
Yes.
Yeah, they got to fight. All this pre-shit it's all the build-up, and I'm not going to call it hype. It's the build-up to the fight. Them two got to lace up, and they got to step in the ring on November 6th and give the fans exactly what they want to see. And I think it's going to be a terrific fight. And again, I'm picking Caleb Plant to win the fight. Canelo's a terrific fighter. He's a terrific fighter. I think that Caleb has the right style to be able to beat him. That's just my opinion. Others might feel differently, but I see it differently. Canelo's a terrific fighter. He's fought at a high level. He's got a really good resume, and Caleb Plant don't have to have that kind of resume to match him. All Caleb Plant has to do is figure out a way to win more rounds than he does on that particular night. And I think that he has the right style to be able to do that. Some of these fans and some of these media people act like Canelo Alvarez, excluding the Mayweather fight, has never lost a round with fighters that I don't even think are as good as Caleb Plant. That's just my opinion. Caleb has the right mindset. He's focused. I think it's going to be a terrific fight. I love actually how Canelo is speaking English now to his where the American fans who the English speaking fans, I don't say Americans, the English speaking fans have the ability to get to know him better. You know, I like that he talks shit now. You know what I mean? It's that all that's going to do is put more money in his pocket. I think this is going to be a monster pay-per-view, and I think it's one that all the fans need to tune in and watch on Showtime pay-per-view on November 6th. Yeah.
So Leonard, I know kind of your phrase is like, we worried about us, we good where we're at, but does Leonard Ellerbe have a plan that if given the opportunity you can put in motion where multiple promotional companies can be under one umbrella to find an easier way to make these fights where there isn't any, Cold War situations?
Man, I'm just being direct. I'm not doing Bob Arum's job for him. I'm not doing Eddie Hearn's job for him. I'm not doing any other promoters. Those guys are good promoters. They got to go out there and build their fighters and put them in situations where they become an attraction. Just like me, Ford, and Al have done with Tank. Tank's done his part, and we've done our part. It's like at the end of the day, it's not as easy as people think that when it's saying, oh, make this fight and make that fight happen, because again, we'll use Arum as an example. Bob Arum's not putting his kid, meaning his young fighter, Teofimo, in a situation where he's in, quote unquote, as you guys say, a 50-50 fight when there ain't no money involved. He's not. I know him. I know how he gets down, and I know how he is as a promoter. That shit don't benefit him at all. And as relates to, I'm glad you brought the T.O. kid up. It's like, this is an example. It's like, from solely, I think he's a terrific fighter, terrific young fighter. But him and his dad are delusional as it relates to the business. They're just fucking delusional. And it's just funny because it's like when you just kind of go back, and I'm just throwing examples out there. This kid actually thought that he moved Floyd Mayweather off of a date. That just goes to show you how delusional that they are. You know what I'm saying? And right around talking about he's an A-side. Okay, belts don't make you an A-side. Just again, in some situations, it does. This kid has never even fucking sold a ticket before. He's been in a main event, I think, once, but he wasn't even champ. But as the unified champion, this kid has never even sold a ticket. That's just an example of just, so when the fans say, oh, make that fight, make it. Bob Arum's not putting him in no fucking fight like that to benefit him. That kid's got to become an attraction. He ain't sold no fucking tickets yet. Somebody actually just sent me a message and said they just moved off the date that they just had in New York at the Hulu Theater.
Yeah, they moved it again to the 16th. Yes,
they moved it again. So my question is that was the Hulu Theater sold out? I'm asking you that question. I don't know.
Honestly, Leonard, I'm a little bit disconnected from that because there's been so many postponements. I just kind of stopped following it, man. Every week is a new date. I mean, he was supposed to fight in June. Then, September, like 3 dates in October. I just don't know when it's going to happen. I'm kind of, tired. It's an unfortunate situation.
At the end of the day, I think, like in his situation, I can't speak on this because I'm a former promoter myself. It's like sometimes when kids have this instant success, instead of kind of listening to their team, They kind of think that they're bigger than what they actually are, you know. And so if you're the A side and you're this big pay-per-view star, then why aren't you selling any tickets?
Totally
That's the
understand.
question. Like, yeah, it's like, so again, you got to go out and figure that part out. I mean, it's like you guys got to go figure that part out. You know what I mean? And as it relates to Hearn and any of these fighters that he has, it's like at the end of the day, I'm not doing nobody else, no other promoter's job for them. It's like they got to figure out a way to make their fighters an attraction. How do you do that? We know what we're doing over here. I don't need 125 fighters. I don't need 125 fighters. I need a handful of fighters that I can focus on and put them in the right situation to be successful. And that's been our goal over here. Signing with Mayweather promotion. You're going to definitely get an opportunity. And it's up to you to make the most of these opportunities that we present you. And that's what we're all about. You know, but again, as it relates, I think that all of these young fighters, I think that as they continue to elevate themselves and win fights against good competition, I'm very confident that they all will fight. Because where are they going to go? Nobody is scared. T.O. is not scared of Tank. Tank's not scared of T.O. Devin's not scared of him. Nobody's scared of nobody. There's no such thing as that. I think these fights just have to make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to continue to build our fight and put them in the biggest fights that are possible. The biggest fights out, and it don't matter who it is. And it don't even need to be name specific, because I'm very confident as it relates to Tank. Tank can beat any of these guys out there.
So you brought up
whether it's Haney, whether it's T.O. or Ryan or any of these guys, Tank can beat them all. Very confident of that.
But those fights will be made on your guys' time, though.
Listen, at the end of the day, it all has to make again, I just gave you an example of, like, do you honestly think that Bob Arum is going to put his kid in the fight after all the money he's invested in his kid, and it ain't no money in it basically for him?
No, well, I'm thinking more Devin.
Some of these fights that you guys are talking about aren't really big fights as you think. Tank is the attraction. So won't you put those guys together? Put T.O. and Devin together. Let them make a fight. Is that a big fight? Is that a big pay-per-view fight?
T.O., you know, with his legal situations right now, he's off the table.
Is Ryan and T.O. a big pay-per-view fight? That's a question. I'm asking.
Ryan and T. I mean, I don't know about big, Leonard. I won't lie. The word big, you know, it's tough to say. But Ryan versus any of those guys, we want to believe is a big fight.
It's not big fights, man. I'm telling you, those are not big fights as you think. They're not big fights. Because I don't want to. I'm not the type of dude that again, it's like I respect all these fighters. They're all doing a tremendous job, and all of them are very good fighters. But when it comes to being the top dog and the guy who's putting asses in the seat, Tank's in a lane of his own. And guess what? Ain't nobody even in the rear fucking mirror. It ain't even close. There's not one of these fighters that we mentioned, and you can actually combine them all. You can combine all these fighters and nobody's get a 7-figure gate. You can put them all together and nobody's get a 7-figure gate. And any and everything that they all done.
But what about the combination of one of those men with Tank? Like, you don't think Devin and Tank in Atlanta?
Again. And listen, what's the caveat what you just said?
Yeah, obviously Tank is the common denominator, but that's like Canelo, right? Like when Canelo, when Triple G fought Lemieux and Jacobs had a beautiful story and it couldn't sell. It only did 190,000 pay-per-views. But when Triple G fought Canelo, it sold more than the million. Sometimes it's the combination.
Again, I know the business better than
Of course.
anybody that's out there. Tank is going to do numbers with anybody, and we're willing to put him in there with anybody. But again, it's like I'm not going to go and do another promoter's job, and they're very eager to build their young fighters, and again, you have to ask them, those kind of questions. And the one thing I will give Bob credit is that Bob will kind of tell you the truth. He will kind of tell you the truth about as it relates to that part right there, because again, I've heard that kid say that he's only fighting in pay-per-view fights. Well, again, you got to have you got to be in a situation that when you go do an event, that it's going to be something successful. I don't know if you put him in the fight with anybody. Is that a pay-per-view fight? I don't know. I mean, are the fans like ecstatic to see any of these guys fight? I don't know. I don't know. We're doing the things that we need to do to build our fighter into a major attraction. I can't focus on no other fighter and their promotional situation and what they got to do to build their fighters. And everybody wants things, right now in this moment. At the end of the day, we're going to continue to keep our fighters busy and put them in the best situation and the biggest fights that are possible. And what Tank has proven that he's a bona fide ticket seller, and he's a major, major attraction. Okay, he's one of the biggest stars in the entire sport right now. And there's only 2 or 3 guys that are in front of him, like, right now. And there's probably only 2 guys. Right now.
I don't disagree, man. I've been to Tank fights. I see the level of patron that walks through the door. I understand what he brings to the table, but it's still the combination.
So my question is, why can't none of these other young guys do that?
I mean, Leonard, there's only one Floyd, right? Like these type of talents come around once in a while.
But that part right there, that part is true. So at the end of the day, Tank is calling all the shots, and at the end of the day, I'm very confident he can beat them all. So if your number happens to get called and you're the next guy up, then hey, you're the next guy up. We're not gonna sit around and wait on them to build themselves up. We gotta stay busy and keep doing what we're doing.
But that's why I keep bringing up Haney. He had the main event where Usyk pulled out, and he replaced that main event in the DMV area at the Harbor. And then he had the main event in Las Vegas with Linares, which was also successful. I was there. A lot of people came to that, and a lot of money. A lot of cars and Lamborghinis was out there.
Where? Hold on, let's back up. A lot of money where?
In Las Vegas for his fight with Linares. Like, you can tell the level of patron. Like, people showed up in big cars, it was a lot of different color Lamborghinis.
I'm going to say this again. I think Dev's a terrific fighter. Love what him and Bill are doing. What was their event a sellout?
No. I believe they had somewhere like over 7,000 tickets, if I'm not mistaken.
I have no idea. I have no idea. They're definitely on the right path to building him as a young fighter, and I think he's a terrific young fighter. And again, I like what they're doing. I really do. But guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? They made a decision. They had a choice to be with Mayweather Promotions.
Yeah, but they're free now, Leonard. They're free agents now.
Yeah, and I applaud him for that. He's his own boss. I applaud him for that. That's not a bad thing. I got to focus on what I got. And I'm just being honest. I'm not concerned about Devin or what him and Bill are doing. I applaud them, especially as you know. I love to see brothers doing their thing. I love that.
Well, before I let you go, then I would love to get your prediction for Wilder Fury next Saturday. Obviously, it's going down. It's the one. All questions will be answered on Saturday. But what could you tell us? Where are you leaning? What do you think about this fight? Wilder's mindset, his new trainer.
Man, Deontay getting ready to knock him the fuck out, man. I mean, that shit would not surprise me if it's 4 or 5 rounds. Fury's an excellent boxer, you know, whatever. In the second fight, obviously, you know, there were some things that were going on, and I don't even want to get into any of that, you know. But my opinion on this Fury Wilder 3, he gonna knock Fury the fuck out, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see that happen. He's gonna knock him the foot, and I know is the title of the fight Redemption? Is that the title of the fight?
I mean, well, he's definitely been saying Retribution. I don't know. They haven't officially put anything.
Yeah, well, he definitely going. I see him knocking him the fuck out. That's how I see the outcome of that fight.
And my last question. Obviously, you've promoted some Adrian Broner fights. Eddie Hearn has been in the media saying he sent 2 offers to Broner for the Conor Ben fight. If you have nothing to do with Broner, can you at least give us your opinion if that's a good fight for Broner? And if you still have anything to do with Broner, did you receive any offers for that Conor Ben fight?
No, I hadn't even heard anything about that. Adrian's a terrific fighter. And when he puts his mind to it, he's one of the top fighters out there in the entire world. Again, so it's just I'm always pulling for Adrian, and whatever he chooses to do next, I'm sure he's going to be successful in what he's done. I don't know anything about any offers from Hearn. I don't know anything about any of that. I don't represent Adrian, so again, that's not something, you know, that I would know. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so again, wishing Adrian nothing but continued success. He's a terrific fighter. I like him as a fighter and as a human being, and that's that.
Do you like that matchup for him, though? Conor Ben, the son of Nigel Ben, versus Broner. Is that a good fight right now?
I never really watched Ben fight, to be totally honest.
Okay.
I never really watched some fights. I really don't have an opinion on that. I never really actually, you know, watched them. I mean, you know, I just only kind of focus on
Mayweather Promotions.
my areas of responsibility, potential opponents, and you know that kind of stuff. You know, I don't concern myself with other people's fighters because again, they're not my fighters. I'm just only looking for ways to continue to elevate our fighters and put them in the best situation to be successful.
All
and
right.
if you sign with Mayweather Promotions, that's all you're going to get, nothing but opportunity.
Okay. Well,
But if you're not with Mayweather Promotions, and I want to say, be clear, if you're not with Mayweather Promotions, I don't give a fuck about them, whoever the fighter is. That's just being real.
All right. Well, we do appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much. Obviously, if you want to shout out your social media, son, you can do so. But we do appreciate your time, and especially taking out time right now during your daughter's game. Thank you.
No problem. Anytime. Ness, you know you can always reach out. Reach out to Crystal. Anything you need. Crystal, she's a top in the game. You know, she'll make it happen.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Okay. All right, boss, man.
All right.
We'll talk later.
There you have it. Promoter from TMT Promotions, Leonard Ellerby, and answering the questions best we could get. and we appreciate his time. Shout out to Crystal Frost. Shout out to Brandon. What up, in Essex, and Enrique Church. How are y'all?
We good, man. We good. I guess I'm speaking for Enrique. You good, Reek?
Enrique, you in the restaurant, man. Get out of here, man. Get out of here,
I'm
man.
on mute.
Go ahead, man. This guy want to jump on when he see shit hot. Oh, look who tried to jump on. Tatalde Maning. He tried to catch Leonard. It's too late. You missed it. You heard him. He heard him talking about Tio. He heard him talking about Tio. He's like, din, 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 din.
What you said, boy? ¿Qué tú estás diciendo? ¿Qué tú estás hablando? Dímelo.
Nah, man. Yo, I see someone sent me one of your links, man. Is that your link or no? Is it a boxcar link talking about Kambosos is out, Devin is in? They lying, right? I say yeah, right.
That wasn't my link though.
No, that boxcar. You never heard Boxer or something like that on YouTube? Y'all never seen that?
Nah.
Boxcaster or something like that? Nah, really? It was your man. Your man, he listens to all your episodes. He sent it to me, David Maldonado.
Oh, no, I ain't see that. Good interview though. Good interview.
It was hard. It was hard. You know, they don't want to give you nothing. Like, look, he didn't give me no tank date, no tank location, no tank weight class, no Devin signing, no Rolly opponent. All he gave me is his prediction on Plant and Wilder, and that they worry about Mayweather business, man. Oh, and he gave me the details to Ryan negotiations and how it was Ryan's team that didn't want the tank fight. That's pretty much it.
But I'm cool with the Mayweather business, just like Top Rank got their business, just like Matchroom got their business. I understand the in-house thing, everybody does it.
Hell yeah.
But
that's how T.O. became unified, because everybody's on his side of the street.
And the time when it's time to
just like Jamel Charlo. So you don't think I'm taking shots at Jamel became unified because everybody was on his side of the street.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody does it. And then when it's time for that big fight, that's when the cross promotion fights happen. Yeah, there's sometimes the cross promotion happens on when it's the mandatory. Or, we saw Jojo Diaz and Gary Russell Jr. Yeah, some fights, but it rarely has that crossover promotion until it's a big fight.
Yeah.
But at this point, if he is a star, he is a star. Not if he is a star. Gervonta Tank Davis is a star. But at this point, just like we want to see Bud Crawford get in there with somebody's that's got competitive in the welterweight
Bud is 34.
Huh?
Bud is 34.
Yeah, but Gervonta Tank Davis is not that young either.
How old is Tank, bro? Bud is 34.
27.
Listen, this is the first 50-50 fight Bud is in, and he's 34.
I know, but Tank is 27. They keep on acting like he's a baby, too. He's not a baby.
Yo, when Danny became a welterweight, he was 27, 2-division champ. Tank is doing okay. At 27, whether you like it or not, he's a 3 or 4 division champ at 27.
It's time to put him in there with somebody with a threat. That's it. Okay,
who's that threat?
Somebody. Hey, T.O.
But
Devin.
He's busy.
Devin is not a threat?
Devin is a threat and he's not busy, but you hear them. They not even entertaining that.
All right, so if they're the A side, they should entertain it, though.
And that's what I was trying to get to. I think Devin, unlike T.O. and Ryan, has proven that he could be a main event, has proven that he could sell tickets. But see, Leonard knows all the business. He like, yeah, how many tickets they sold, though? And that's the thing. Tank is doubling their tickets. So
how about Regis Progress? He's not with nobody, right?
Neither is Devin, though. So if you don't want Devin, you ain't going to want Regis, especially after Regis been talking the way he been talking.
But that's the sad part, that the freeze out comes when they start running your numbers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because obviously, Devin Haney would be a great fight. But, somebody says, well, he ain't selling no tickets. I mean, that's that A-side slut talk I hate.
I mean, make it make sense, though. What tickets did Barrios sell, and who's really going to sit here and think that Barrios Tank is going to do better commercially, at the gate, and even on pay-per-view. I feel like if you just replace Barrios with Devin, everything does better. You can sell the tickets for more.
I agree.
You're going to sell more pay-per-views, and commercially, it's a bigger fight. So I don't really understand what they mean by that.
Yeah, and plus, if Tank is a star, which I think he is, then apparently it didn't, like, to your point, it didn't matter that he fought Barrios. You know what I'm saying? So you put him in there with Haney, it can only be upside. I don't understand how it could ever be a deficit. It's that nasty talk, man.
But I also think the art of promotion should, you know what I'm saying, entice the fans as well. How many fights you seen that when at the beginning it's like, oh, this guy's gonna fight this guy, but then leading up to the fight, you get more and more into it because the way they promote. So Gervonta Tank Davis, and I mean, like you were saying, they're looking at the numbers. Maybe when they announce it first, you're gonna be like, oh, he's gonna fight him. But how many times we end up, right? How many times we end up saying, oh, we ain't gonna pay for that pay-per-view. Gervonta Tank Davis fighting this one. Then leading up to the fight, you'll be like, I'm gonna pay for it. And that can happen to any other that can happen with any other fight. I mean, I don't think they should be using that because they're the A side and they always gonna use that. They always gonna use that they can make more money or whatever. This person ain't making the type of money, but what he's selling, what does he have? What does he bring to the table?
I hate that shit.
I don't get that either, man. Honestly, I don't get that either. You know, like I explained to him, Gennady wasn't doing big numbers till he got with Canelo. It's just that simple. Like sometimes it takes dance partner and you know, I don't know why they act like they don't know that. They know that. They know that. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather did 300 with Gotti, $1 million and some change with Oscar. Like they know that. So it's it is what it is, man. You know, yo, I know you into women's boxing, man. What's your thoughts on Amanda Serrano signing with Jake Paul?
I already broke that story a month ago.
I hear you, but what you think about it?
Oh, it was good. It's good. I mean, they give another opportunity. They give another money. They said a month. What was it like? Almost 4 weeks ago. Manager Jordan was saying that, you know, the promotional company Jake Paul is not going below $1 million to fight Katie Taylor, and they're going to do everything possible to get her that type of money. You know, so everybody's on board, and Jake Paul is doing his thing. He's opening doors. He's opening opportunities. You know, at first I thought it was a circus with Jake Paul, but he's doing something positive for the sport of boxing, man. You got to give him credit. And he's only 24 years old. He's doing something for women. He's doing something for a woman that a bunch of boxing dinosaurs couldn't do for her. And no pun intended to Lou DiBella, because I think he does try hard, you know, for women boxing here, you know, with Heather Hardy and the girls. But Jake Paul is making a move that nobody else was willing to invest.
So what if Jake Paul is making that move to put Amanda Serrano on the undercard of him in the Woodley rematch? We kind of see him and Woodley bantering back and forth online with the tattoo bullshit. I don't know about any contract stuff, but I mean, you know, or could that be the bait and switch, him and Tommy Fury, make it a UK affair, him versus Tommy Fury with Serrano and Katie Taylor?
Nice.
I think that's the better card. Right?
And that's how you get the money for her. That's how you get the money for her. But let me tell you, man, I love hearing Punch say Jake Paul's good for boxing. Yo, when I was saying all this shit, people was clowning me. And it's just true. He's helping people, man, and he genuinely, you know, wants the sport to be in a better place. He's going at the UFC. Like, he could have chose to fight in the UFC and give all his popularity and attention to the UFC. Boxing fans are so stupid. Instead of being grateful that this dude is taking his spare time to make our sport more popular. Like, look, he about to find $1 million for Amanda Serrano. I'm sitting here in awe. I can't believe there's not $1 million. I can't believe you need Jake Paul to find $1 million for Serrano versus Taylor. That's like one of the saddest things I've heard this year. How don't we have $1 million for Amanda Serrano? How many is he? A 7-time champion?
Seven division world champion. And unified.
Boxing sucks, man.
Remember that card that Shields put on? She headlined the card, put on the card, paid the fighters out of her own pocket, and I don't even think she broke even according to reports. That pay-per-view joint she did. So it's, I mean, when you talk about. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Keep going.
No, I was gonna say, well, you got Clarissa Shields, and to her point, as more decorated than Jake Paul could ever be in his dreams, and she can't even, get. I don't know if she got more than 70,000, pay-per-view buys for that joint she put on. I mean, you gotta respect what Jake Paul is doing because he about to get Serrano the check. She's been had the recognition to hardcores. It's time to bring her to a wider audience.
Bro, and you gave them the blueprint. Yeah. You gave them the blueprint. That's a fantastic idea. Acquire Tommy services without, his promoter so that you can work with Eddie, Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano on that undercard. That's amazing. But you know what? Let me further get people upset with Jake Paul news and rub it in their face that I was right again and give you guys something even bigger to talk about pertaining Jake Paul. Now Canelo comes out and says Jake Paul is an option, but he got to work on some things first. Mr. High and Mighty, oh, the clowns, the payaso, I ain't fighting them dudes. He wants some of that Jake Paul money now, huh?
But you know why? Because I think that the boxing world, the people, the boxing personnel, I think they really saw, I think what we seeing right now is that he's genuine, loves the sport of boxing. Like even Regis Progress on that last show, his purse was higher than anybody. He had 800,000. You know what I'm saying? So he's not having a circus like, oh, it's just a bunch of YouTubers or TikTokers. Like he's putting Daniel Dubois was his first fight in the US.
Yeah.
And this was all in Cleveland. This not even no Las Vegas or nothing like that. And they got paid the most money that they ever got paid. Even Amanda Serrano's opponent. So I think he's doing a hell of a job. I think he's doing a hell of a job. And then we need people like that to invest.
But isn't it sad that what is he, 22, 21-year-old?
24.
That the reason, like, he could just do that because of his platform. Because, see, now promoters are afraid. That's what people ain't getting. Like, Jake Paul ain't go to fucking law school. He ain't no manager. He got the platform to out your ass. So it's like, oh, so you really only trying to give Amanda 100,000? Cool. It's on my story right now. And 1.5 million people seen it. And then 1.5 million other people are going to create content about it and spread that word even further that you're lowballing Amanda, that you're a piece of shit. Actually, guess what else I can do? I can attack you the way I do Dana White. Do you want me to do it? I didn't think so. Sign the fucking contract. He bullying these dudes, bruh.
And the good thing about it, he steals the show wherever he goes.
Bullying
like even with the Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. Even that he fought Nate Robinson, but he stole the show. With the promo with Floyd Mayweather and his brother, he stole the show. He goes to the UFC.
He did steal the show with the gotcha hat shit.
Yeah, he stole. That's the
and
that's
the UFC with the Connor chain.
We don't even remember the fight. We don't remember we remember the hat. We remember the hat. He steals the promo. He steals the show. He steals the spotlight. He does a hell of a job in doing so, and he keeps himself out there. And he's doing things that boxers should be doing. I want to see these fighters go out to another event. Go to the Dazn event. Go to ESPN event. Get out there. Promote, because these dinosaur promoters is not promoting.
Put your face out there for sure. I agree with you, man, 100%. 100%, man. But he's doing his thing, and I'm happy. You know, it's funny that the way into the hardcore's heart is give a girl an opportunity, huh? Could he have gotten his foot in the door any easier? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
remember
he picked like the perfect darling.
But he gave Montana Love a shot. He gave
he put Montana Love on like a motherfucker. Wasn't that last fight with
Baranchek?
Yeah, man, that was his biggest fight of his career.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, listen, when you talk about opportunities, man, somebody throw you a bone, man, you could chew on it or you could make
he got
soup.
a 4-fight or a 3-fight deal. So what, he got two fights left or 3 fights left?
What was Showtime?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought it was a 3-fight deal.
But hey, and he called the Triller bullshit too, man. He did a good move.
Called it bullshit, or
Eight
what do you
punch.
mean called it bullshit, or you mean he left after the one-off?
He left after the one-off, but
Did he come
I
out?
heard it was.
Did he come out and say something? No. But I mean, the way you made it seem is as if he came out.
I think Ryan Kavanaugh. I mean, they wanted to deal with Jake Paul, and I think they threw some. Jake Paul. I don't remember. I remember he was throwing some shot. I don't remember exactly the word. But then Ryan Kavanaugh on that UFC podcast, he's like, nah, I'm still cool with Jake Paul, and I'm willing to work with him in the future. You know.
Yeah. But I was just trying to make sure that I didn't misinterpret you, and you were insinuating that Jake Paul had anything negative to say about Triller.
I think he did. That's why he did when he moved to Showtime. When he left to Showtime, he threw a little bit of shot because remember Showtime and Triller was throwing shots at each other. Esteban and Ryan Kavanaugh. Espinoza. Yeah, Espinoza.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm throwing shots at Triller though. Let me throw some shots at Triller right quick because I'm telling they money looking funny in the light, man. I don't know if it got the line in it. I don't know if it's money is made with 60% linen and 40% cotton. I believe Triller money is made with fucking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like they are not. So now y'all saw the tweet. T.O. put out that Kambosos don't want to sign the contract. Man,
yesterday, right?
That's it. That fight is dead. That fight is dead.
What you mean is dead?
It's dead. It's not gonna happen.
Ever?
I don't think it's gonna happen. I think that they're gonna try to find an opponent, and if they don't like the opponent, whatever, they get stripped. If they find an opponent, they gotta wait more time. They ain't trying to wait. They ain't trying to wait no more time.
What you mean find an opponent? What you mean find an opponent?
Replacement.
So Teofimo Lopez team have requested to give Kambosa $300K so he could change the date to October 16th. Kambosa declined, so he's seeking $380K, but he declined, and that's why the fight ain't gonna happen.
But what does the IBF say?
Well, eventually, if they're gonna go by Isaac Cruz, right? If they can't get, because he's gonna take him to court, right? George Campbell's gonna take Triller to court. They're gonna have to. The IBF is gonna have to make a decision to get Isaac Cruz, who's the second mandatory. But
Isaac Cruz is the dude from PBC.
Yeah.
Okay. He just called out Devin Haney, Tank, and somebody else, right? I seen an article like that. Isaac Cruz called out two names.
I think it was
he called out two names he can't get and one name he probably can get.
So he might be available. I don't know if he's in the gym or anything of that nature, but I think that IBF is gonna pull that if Teofimo Lopez want to fight Isaac Cruz. Teo said he will fight him, but is it gonna be immediate? Is it gonna be this month? Because Teofimo Lopez is not willing to wait any longer to fight. If he's not willing to wait,
he's gonna drop the belt.
IBF will strip him, or he got to drop the belt.
Are you still gonna call him undisputed then?
No, that he's not undisputed then. But right now he is, son. But if he does, my opinion is if he does get stripped or he does drop it, just go to 140 like you said you was going to do and just drop the belts. Or unless
if he gets stripped, drop them all and go up.
Why you gonna hold it?
Nah, because you gotta do what Crawford did. You gotta hold the WBO so you could get the mandatory shot, just like Usyk, just like Crawford. Get the mandatory shot at 140. This way, Josh Taylor can't run, can't hide. You don't gotta ask for a shot. You get your shot.
I think no, that's what I'm saying.
But I don't think he'll be able to do that because he ain't even defend the WBO.
See, but this is what I was saying that I get knocked for. I said, look, if these guys eventually, you remember when even Floyd Mayweather said Devin Haney, he's only going to fight one more fight, move to 140. Mauricio Sudamon said that Bill Haney, that you told me that you was going to move up to 140. He told him in his face. So eventually we know these guys going to move up to 140. So I was saying, yo, Devin Haney, if you ain't going to use the WBC at 135, use that to put yourself in position at 140 to fight a final eliminator or be the mandatory to to Josh Taylor. You're already in place with that belt, just like Teofimo Lopez if he does it with the WBO.
Yeah, but he's the youngest. Why move up before everybody else? If anyone could still make the weight, it's Devin. I know that Samson says something, and even Suleiman says something, and I'm using air quotes, but I was at the Linares fight. Devin made that weight. He ain't looked sucked in, and obviously he fought well. He's 20.
But I'm just saying,
what is he, 22?
Gonna be 23.
Tank 27. Tio 20, older. Everybody's older. Oh, Tio's only 24?
He just turned 23 2 months ago.
Tio just turned 23?
Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez the same age. They just months apart.
But I thought Devin was 22.
I'm sorry. He's 1 year. He's 1 year young. Devin Haney is 1 year younger. Ryan Garcia is the same age as Devin Haney, 23. They're gonna be 23. I think Devin Haney turns 23 next month, November or this month, something like that.
Well, he's the youngest. To me, I don't think he got to move up. I think he could hold the weight. The other
I think he could.
Tio looking big as hell, and
he big.
Obviously Tank looking big.
Ryan, he's been that same way since the amateurs, bro.
Ryan definitely looking big in that last year with Canelo and them. So
he's been that way since the amateur.
And all these guys, like you said, Punch, they're gonna have to move up. But won't it be crazy when you got to talk about Shakur, Tank, Tio, Ryan, Devin, all at 140 hanging around like the fucking freshman class of XXL or some shit.
But
and you got some 40. You got Brandon Lee too. He young. I like Brandon Lee.
Shakur's always gonna be 5 pounds behind them strategically, and because that's the way it is. Look, he's still at 130 right now. He ain't get to 135. When he gets to 135, Tio, Devin, all of them are gone. He's always he gonna have to rush to catch up, or he's always gonna be behind them dudes until they all get to 147. Maybe 4 years from now. Hopefully they all welterweights and shit.
If they power transition to the next division.
Well, we all know Tank going to 47. Tio looks like he can make 47. Devin is big as fuck as himself.
Well, I don't. To be honest, man, I think he better hold up, stay disciplined, stay focused. You're not that tall, bro. 147. We're talking about.
How tall is Devin? How tall is Devin?
No, I'm not talking about Devin. I'm talking Gervonta Tank Davis.
Oh yeah, but the power though, it's the power.
Yeah, but you got monsters there. You got young. Yeah, but you gonna have Virgil.
But just because you go to 47, don't mean your A side disappears. You gonna just like he was about to pick Keith off a 2-year layoff and an injury, or Berto off a 4-year. Like, you picked the right fight, champ. You the star.
But I'm sorry with that Keith. Keith would have murked that dude.
Yeah, I mean, you say that, but Keith ain't murked Lopez. Keith ain't murked nobody in a long time. Who he murked?
Tank.
Hey,
Who he murked?
Who murked Tank?
Punch, let me tell you something. Punch, let me tell you something, bro. Keith's hand is shaking like old man Quilles and Juice, man. He ain't got it no more. His hand is shaking.
Keith hairline pushed back, man. He old, man.
I'm going by Ness. I asked Ness the other day. Remember when I asked you, how does Keith look? You don't want to tell me. Now, if you would have been like, yo, Punch, man, I think he ain't the same.
That don't mean that it ain't his time to go, man. I seen him, like I told you. Whoever, you could go look up his fighter's name, Rico, I think it was. He's a heavier weight. Keith was looking great, but that don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, how long he ain't been in the ring?
If I see Tank Davis at least with a puncher that's known for a puncher, and he could overcome that at 140, then I'll be like, all right, 147.
But you're not concerned that Thurman ain't really hurt Pacquiao. He ain't even really hurt Pacquiao.
Pacquiao said he hasn't been hurt. He hasn't been hit like that since Margarito. He's the second hardest punch he ever faced. Everybody that faced Thurman said the same thing. Leonard Bundu said that he hits harder than Spence. Porter said that Thurman hits harder than Spence. Everybody that has ever faced Thurman said that his power is legit.
They done said Danny Garcia is one of the hardest punchers, but I'm saying,
what did Danny Garcia say with Ness? Same shit.
But I'm saying if his what
I don't know what
power,
you talking about, Punch. Nah, I'm fucking with you.
You see? And the thing is it's not about Tank's power.
But ain't that what y'all want? Ain't that what y'all want? That's why that fight is good, because you think Tank could lose.
I'm just saying, look, even with his highlight reel uppercut, right? He took 2 straight right hands flush from Leo Santa Cruz. You already saw he have no respect for it. You can't take no 2 straight right hands from Keith Thurman.
Right, he did that by design. That's why, like you said, no respect. No respect. Yeah, but with Thurman, his defense gonna be tighter. He gonna be the boxer you know he is.
Yeah. And I know that Keith Thurman's gonna be the boxer and the puncher that I know he is.
Bruh, Keith Thurman like to have his back on the ropes, man. I don't know.
Nah, he ain't no Porter either.
I like that fight. You see, I was pushing it, man. They played me. I thought I almost made that fight. I was about to put that in my resume, man. They played me. Let me get to these super chats here. We got Mad Bent that says Plant outboxes Canelo split decision cause of BS. Plant no Euro stiff. I wonder if he says because of Billy Joe Saunders, it was the BS and not BS like bullcrap. But Jaime Nieto says, so Barrios is a bigger fight than Devin, T.O., Ryan? Leonard contradicted himself. He's basically said Tank not fighting any of them. Facepalm emoji. I mean, look, that's what I don't get. Like, I get that they got to do something and you not helping them. But at what point do you look at your team and say, well, we can make more money with this name? I mean, but he says, yo, y'all think those are big fights. They not big fights. It's like, okay. I feel like I'm ready to pay for T.O. Tank. I'm ready to pay for Tank Devin. I'm ready to pay. That's probably it. I ain't paying shit for Ryan. He ain't even no champ. He never been a champ.
I know people is frustrated because they want to see at least Mayweather Promotion say, we want this fight, we want these names. But they've been telling us for a couple years already. They want Gervonta Tank Davis to be the biggest star, put butts in the seats. They never talk about making him, they want him to be undisputed. They never talk about being one of the greatest of all time. They never talk about that. It's all about being a star and putting butts in the seats. And if they're going to keep putting butts in the seats and their opponent's going to be Mario Barrios, their opponent's going to be whoever, they're going to keep with the same business model. Nothing going to change.
I think that comes from learning. I think that comes from learning that Floyd done everything and still got hated on. So they like, fuck the accolades. Let's just get this money.
Yo, Tank is about to fight Kell Brook at 147. That's what they're gonna do, and it's crazy. I'm just throwing that out there because Punch, when you say that, they're gonna just supersede all the belts. They're not worried about that. They're gonna put him in there, and I'm thinking to myself, maybe not Thurman, maybe not this person, but I'm guessing if they're saying, them other fights ain't big, they must be jumping him up a couple divisions. So that's the only fight that could be bigger than his peers, him fighting his peers at 135. It's got to be a fight at a higher weight class. I don't know.
Mikey Garcia could have been lovely. Gervonta Tank Davis, Mikey Garcia.
I mean, what about Mexicans? What about if they just doing Mayweather blueprint, man?
I think Gervonta Tank Davis showed us that he doesn't need. Yo, I think he's doing better with the African American fan base than Floyd Mayweather himself. Gervonta Tank Davis don't need it. He showed it. He got a whole new lane. Georgia, Atlanta, Chocolate City. Not even Floyd had that. So they don't really gotta chase the Mexican African American.
Yeah, but they bringing the Mexican to show his fan base, watch him beat a Mexican. That's what it is.
I understood.
They bringing a Latino.
Honest, you know what? But
Gamboa went to Atlanta. He was Latino. Barrios went to Atlanta. He was Latino. It's like, yo, it's no different than like the Gladiator days. They bringing the meat to watch it get slaughtered.
Yeah, but I only saw that promo with Leo Santa Cruz and Gervonta Tank Davis, but I didn't feel that energy with Mario Barry, Gervonta Tank Davis. It was just a Gervonta Tank Davis show in Atlanta, Chocolate City. It was not about Mexican versus black. And I think that in that sense, when people, even I've said it before, you know what I'm saying, that his fan base is coming from Floyd, right? But when he's in Atlanta, you know for damn sure that fan base in Atlanta is Gervonta Tank Davis fan base. It's
Hell
not
yeah.
Floyd.
Hell yeah. I was there. There was like 17,000 pre-fight parties, all with Tank face on. I'm like, yo, Tank, it's weigh-in day. He probably in the hotel rejuvenating off a steak, but his face plastered on every flyer in the city. Yeah, man. I just want to see them make, because I want to see them make some of these fights, man. It's a little sad, to hear. I just hope he gives us something. He said they're gonna be announcing something next week, I think, is what he might have said. Hopefully, it's something that we like.
Who will be the first one, you think? Like who will be the first
choice?
Like out of the young crew of T.O., Devin, Ryan, that's gonna get a crack at Gervonta Tank Davis? Who you think?
Ryan, he was the one in negotiations. His team, LLB just called. He just said it right now. Like, we reached out. We tried to make the Ryan fight, and if they keep lying, we'll put out the document. Golden Boy wrote us back and told us exactly why Ryan couldn't take the fight at that time, and that they had other plans for Ryan. So, like, if they keep trying to lie on Tank, we gonna air it out. So I think they see everything we see. Ryan is vulnerable and he's popular. We can make money and beat him. Simple. He should be the first one to get the shot. Everybody else is dangerous. Devin is dangerous.
I don't think
T.O. is dangerous.
But I don't think
and
Ryan
Tank's
ever
smaller
takes that
than
fight.
both of those dudes. So, why not take Ryan, who's as big as those dudes, but not as dominant as those dudes? Those dudes are more dominant than Ryan.
I don't think Ryan ever takes that fight. And even though I think Oscar would serve him up, but I don't think Ryan takes that fight for whatever reason. He's going to keep making excuses because he would not probably fare as well as his fans might want him to. That fight he would stay away from. I wish he would take that fight.
I think a T.O. and Tank is the when he asked me the T.O. who you think is the legacy fight, I said Gervonta Tank Davis and yourself.
When T.O.
got
asked
the
you
heart
that,
to take the fight.
Huh?
You said when T.O. asked you that?
His dad when his dad asked me, who you think is my son's legacy fight? I said Tank and your son.
Yeah,
I said the accomplishment is Josh Taylor.
That's if Devin don't fight one of them first. If they both swerve Devin, yeah, y'all can say that, because Devin might upset both of them. He too good a boxer, man.
Yeah,
you gotta knock. Listen, you gonna have to knock Devin out, and yeah, I guess Linares show maybe you can do that. But he also showed, man, it's going to be hard to do that if he decide not to give you an opportunity. He gave Linares an opportunity by trying to go for the knockout himself. For them first 6 rounds, that shit was school, man. That shit was school.
No, Haney could box. But also, I think that T.O. already showed us that he beat the dude that was regarded the best technician in the game in Lomachenko. He outboxed that dude.
I just never believed that.
And he's an Olympian.
I just never believed that about Loma.
Well, I think most people believe that. Most people
don't know shit about boxing. Quote from Roger Mayweather.
Hey, guys like Mike Tyson believe it. A lot of people. That's why they gave him massive credit.
Bro, Mike Tyson's a genuine hater, bro. What are you talking about? We all know he got his people he hate on.
I'm saying with Teofimo Lopez is more than just power, and Haney don't got no Teofimo Lopez power.
And that's what I'm saying about. Listen, that's what I'm saying about Loma. With Loma, it was all about boxing, no power. So I was waiting for a real 135 pounder that sucks down to 135. Haney, T.O., Ryan, even Ryan. But I know Ryan ain't skilled enough. But I would have given Ryan a shot. I just felt like Usyk. I was wrong about Usyk, but I felt just like Usyk, Loma's just too small for a real 135er. Like, if he would have fought T.O., I'm picking T.O. again. He fights Haney. I was always picking Haney. I just think he's too small. It's just too small for me. And T.O. proved that to me. I know he came on strong in the final rounds, but T.O. proved that he's too small.
The only thing for me that Devin Haney got more, probably a jab. But that's it. I think that both Gervonta Tank Davis is more athletic than Devin Haney. Both of them got more pop better than Devin Haney. I think they got better combinations than Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney got better defense than Gervonta Tank Davis. But the threat is T.O. and Gervonta Tank Davis. That's the threat.
I mean, listen, I can't take that away from you because T.O. has proven it, and Davis is showing it with the power. T.O. proved it with the win over Vasil. It's up to Devin to show that he belongs and that he's in that class, but you know how that goes, man. That story goes as followed. He's not getting an opportunity to show. Ryan, becomes an interim champ where he should be asking to face the true champ. He goes into hiding. JoJo becomes the new interim. Now he wants to face the champ that was in hiding. It's just nobody wants to fight the dude.
And don't sleep on Michel Rivera, ladies and gentlemen. Don't sleep on him.
Right.
He's going to creep up.
He going to creep up, but he going to creep up on the PBC side. Ain't nobody got to sleep on him. He ain't going to be able to do nothing. He won't get a shot against Tank, and he ain't getting no shot against Devin, T.O., Ryan. Campbell's retired. He ain't getting no Vasil, and he ain't getting no Richard Comey. He ain't getting no Nakatani. Like, stop lying to people, man. You know what sport we in.
Hey,
who
man.
Michelle
hey,
gonna fight?
Hey.
Who he gonna fight? Go ahead, tell
One
us.
more fight. He's gonna fight a final eliminator.
What, for the WBA? Which sanctioning body? Which sanctioning body?
He fought the WBA. He fought the final elimination.
And then that means
not the
what?
final elimination. He fought an eliminator. And then the
at
next
what
one
weight? At 140, 130?
135. He's 135.
And what? He's gonna get a shot at Tank?
Hey, Flo Mayweather said we only fight in PBC and Mayweather fighters. Let's go, Michel. Dale, salí, vamos a ver.
He'll never get a shot,
Platanero,
man.
Manguco los 3 golpes, tú
He'll
verás.
never get a shot, man. He'll
Diablo,
never
el
get a
apoyo.
shot.
Yo, come on, man. Support, man. Support.
But that's the thing. I don't do the whole Dominican thing. If you nice, you nice. Like, who he even be?
I'm not saying now. I'm just saying, look. I said look out on the come up. I didn't say.
Yeah, but okay, he on the come up and look out. Who he be?
Not yet. Not right now. But isn't that the question all the time? Who they beat?
Did they give him anybody that we know? Who's he fought?
He beat a Mayweather kid, a Miller. He beat him.
Oh, Ladarius Miller.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good win. Ladarius beat Herring. You knew that?
He beat. Yeah.
Yeah, Ladarius beat Herring. He was Herring's first loss.
So he
Jamel
beat Miller.
Herring.
He beat a Mayweather guy.
He beat Fidel Maldonado, nice journeyman. But damn, he got
Spain.
He went 10 with him, got the knockout though. He went 10 with Ladarius. It's not bad. That's it though. He ain't fought nobody else.
Hey, come up. Tom.
He not ready, man. You crazy?
He'll be Rolly probably.
Jackson Marinas did so well. But I think that Rolly's grown from that fight. I don't know. Again, Michelle, man, he got 2 10-rounders, man. How many 10-rounders Rolly got? That's the thing. You got to look at those things, man. These dudes, they got to get put through them tests. 10 rounds, 12 rounds. Can you even go those rounds? Where is Rolly? Damn, Boxer got Rolly at 16. They disrespectful. Rolly has been in, look at that, Rolly's in 12-round fights, homie. And he only went 12 once, went 7-7 last 2 fights. I don't know. I hope Michelle gets a shot, but he's got to fight something. They got to give him some former world chance, something. His resume looks nothing there. Nothing. He's still with
Devin
Herman?
just had his first ex-world champion.
He's still with Herman?
Nah.
Devin fought Gamboa, too.
Yeah, two.
What about Devin and this guy? You think this is a good opponent
Hell
for Devin?
no. It's a waste of Devin's fucking time. This guy ain't did shit.
Who?
Michel Rivera.
Michel Rivera.
Oh, yeah, because he'll give him a test.
Bro, he didn't do nothing. Why the fuck would I fight Michel Rivera? Like,
He fought Santiago and he fought Santiago?
There's a million other names out there than Michel. Like, fucking Michelle Rivera did what? So then when you beat him, people like, yo, he wasn't ready. He picked him early. Get out of here, bro. Y'all. Oh man.
What if they freezing Devin out? If
They
freezing
are.
Devin out,
Hey, please no Devin out, man.
so he got to fight the guy that beat Ladarius Miller, and he got to fight the guy, that beat, Fidel Maldonado.
Whatever.
Yo, let me ask
Devin
you this.
better find a bigger fight than that shit, man. Or somebody got to get fired, man.
Let me ask you this, because I wanted to ask you. I forgot to ask you when we was talking about the Clarissa Shields and Serrano. What do you feel about her comments about that she won't fight as a co-main event to a Jake Paul?
Who?
But look
Clarissa?
Clarissa Shields, yeah. But Amanda Serrano actually got, she got her exposure fighting on the co-main event, and look at the possibility
it's just that Clarissa's different than Amanda. Amanda ain't no gold medalist, especially not no two-time gold medalist. Amanda hasn't done what Clarissa's done in the amount of fights. So Clarissa feels a sense of self-entitlement. Like she feels like I've done something, so it's different for me. Yeah, she's a 7-time champ, but I'm the GOAT. Like she's stuck on that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, she went back on her word, though.
I'm with you. I think if you fight on the undercard of Jake Paul, it only means exposure for you. But she might think I'm removed from undercards, especially now that she's doing PFL, because her manager's whole thing was to go to the UFC or the MMA to build up her name, because now it's a whole different genre of people looking at her, and then she'll come back. All these fights she's supposed to win in the PFL.
Same thing that Amanda Serrano doing.
Yeah, but Serrano, again, she's not getting the attention that Shields is getting. Like, Shields is getting legit ESPN coverage for their PFL fights. And Serrano had one fight in the MMA, right?
2.
Look at that. And that,
she submitted the girl standing up. That shit was thorough.
And where was that at? Bellator or what?
That was a UFC, like a
UFC?
low budget UFC event on a Friday.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was
in Mexico.
Fight Pass joint.
Yeah, in Mexico.
All right. Well, let me get to some of these here super chatties. I got Jaime Nieto. We went to that. And R. Jonesy says, I was halfway expecting Bill to jump on out the blue. Yeah, I wouldn't let that happen. We learned our lesson about sabotages. Jaime Nieto says, damn, I never wanted Bill to jump on so bad. Would love Bill to go at him. Bill would back down. Damn, you literally said Bill's name 3 times. I wonder if that was strategic. He's calling Bill. We got High and Low Sports Centrum that says the boxing voice is more. Mr. Moonshine, the keeper of objectivity, except when it comes to Teofimo Lopez. Oh, wow. Okay.
Hey, me lo lea bien, my friend.
Nah, he didn't say that.
My friend.
He didn't say that.
I know that.
He stopped that objectivity in boxing. And then he comes back with another one and says, the boxing voice is more. And another one, the boxing voice is made. Yes, we're made men. That's right. So we're going to go ahead and bring me along for those 4 straight super chats. Antonio Sanchez says, what I say, Usyk. Next is Wilder and by KO on the low. Fury sleeping on Wilder. Wilder will KO Usyk and become undisputed. Bud, next. Yeah, man, all I'm saying is I hope y'all put that parlay money down.
Wilder in 6.
You picking Wilder too?
Wilder in 6.
Yo, so we got High and Low Sports Centrum again says, Mr. Moonshine, entertain your brain with boxing. And then he's back with another one and says, the boxing voice is made. And then Gado, a.k.a. R. Jonesy, says, Tio can't impose his size on Haney and make him do nothing for 5 rounds like Tio. You can't write off Devin. No, you can't write Devin off. And great fighters work the jab. Just saying. I guess
it's a great fight.
I guess that's that too, but you didn't say anything about the size. You said You said I say he got the best jab. You said Tio got a better jab, right? Or no more.
No,
pop?
I said Haney got the best jab at lightweight
and better defense than Tank.
And I said that Tio and Tank got the power and the most athleticism. It's a good fight. Man, even if you critique it a little bit, people would be like, hey, you're against the dude. Nah, it's a great fight. Tio and Devin Haney is a great fight. Matchup, different type of fighters, different arsenals, different approach to the game. They know each other. They sparred each other around the same age. It's a good fight. I just edged Tio on that fight. I got Devin beating Ryan. It's like a mix and match.
High and Low Sports Centrum says, the boxing voice, the rays of the net. And then back with another one that says, if it is moonshine, it has to be great.
El sazón, el adobo, el borracho on a Sunday, el pastor de boxeo.
We got Boom back with another one that says, man, I love Shields, but fight on Jake Paul undercard because that guy bringing in the other fans. Parentheses, the real Mooney. Yeah, I mean, he did have Cincinnati. That shit was lit. Cleveland was lit. It was like a lot of people there, legit. That was pretty cool. New market, new fighters. That was not bad. I did open up these phone lines, but I definitely love the people that support us, and I'm going to go ahead and play.
These calls are brought to you by Big Rigs Trucking Agency, experts for all your insurance and trucking needs. For quotes and consultations, visit us at brtagency.com or contact us at 908-943-6918.
So, gentlemen, let me get your final thoughts on these topics in case I missed anything that I was trying to run down. We talked a little bit about Timothy Bradley, Caleb Plant is going to sleep. Maybe you guys weren't on for that. If you want to give me your thoughts, final thoughts, any last statements? Do you believe Timothy Bradley when he says Caleb Plant is going to dormir?
Could
night,
but could go night, but I just think that Canelo Alvarez will break him down. They probably stop the fight. Like I said yesterday or the day before yesterday, Canelo Alvarez, intellect and physical ability working at the highest level. I don't see nobody being Canelo Alvarez. I think he got everything in the bag, every tool. He's seasoned, going to be four. This is going to be his fourth time in the ring in the span of 10 months. The dude is just in the peak of his prime and getting better. And he's a gym rat. It's not no slowing down Canelo Alvarez right now, especially when he become the undisputed, the first super middleweight undisputed. Ain't nobody stopping Canelo Alvarez, man. I don't see Caleb Plant stopping him. If he had pop in his hands, maybe. If he had that movement with pop in his hands, that's the only type of fight I think that could, beat or challenge a Canelo Alvarez. You got to have pop, you got to have size, and you got to have movement.
I think Plant, he gonna make it hard for Canelo. Go to sleep. I don't know, but he might get hurt out there. It's dangerous in them streets, man. Especially when you're walking through the streets of Guadalajara looking for Canelito, man. Shit get real out there. I think at the end of the day, Caleb Plant, he's got too much will to go by KO. And I mean, every man, we saw Wilder wanted to go out on his shield. I think Caleb Plant is going to take that same position. He's not going to let nobody stop the fight for him, unless, it's absolutely going bad. I don't think he gets KO'd. I think it goes to the scorecards. And, it's going to be a good fight.
All right, let me see. My last topic was the Chris Eubank Jr. thing this weekend. Obviously, he's still training with Roy Jones Jr. And you posed the question, is Eubank the most successful student of Roy Jones? And I think, yeah. I remember that last fight I watched with Eubank. He did the triple left hook exactly like Roy. And people,
with the Roy Jones chin strap. The Roy Jones chin strap and shit.
And people clown me like, oh, come on, look at the level of opposition. And it's like, I'm not talking about the level of opposition. I'm talking about no one has ever looked like Roy. And this is the first person that looks like Roy. It's just that simple. Whether it's a cheap version, whether, you know, he doesn't look exactly like cool, but he's doing some of these Roy Jones Jr. like moves. And yeah, let's see, can he continue to do it as the level of opposition increases? Eubank is a bit of a disappointment to me. I feel like I've known him forever. We talk about ages. How old is he? He hasn't done anything. And no disrespect at all, but
He's not 26, 27?
I love the IBO, but he's a two-time IBO champ and a one-time WBA regular champ. He needs to step it up. It's time to step it up. We got High in Sports Centrum that says the boxing voice, the rise of the boxing net.
Yeah, I think Chris Eubank, you know, he still definitely's got some work to do, but Roy can be proud of him. I think he's his longest tenured student. You know what I'm saying? His longest tenured fighter. And I think he can be proud of what he's doing and where he's going. We talked about, you know, stateside trainers with UK fighters, and we kind of forgot about this one and how those UK fighters can make a lot of strides and their ceiling can kind of raise a little bit with some of that stateside tutelage. So I think this is, you know, a good pairing for the two of them, and they still got some room to grow. You know, I think Roy Jones, if he stays with Eubank, he could probably take him to, you know, not a regular belt, but I mean like a real, you know, in quotes, a real belt. You know what I'm saying? Like not an interim or a regular. Like just
Hey, you better respect the regular, because Ness is gonna get mad because Javante Tank Davis is the master of the JV belts. Baby, give respect to the regular belts. Like 3-division world champion.
I respect all the belts. That's why I said he was a two-time IBO champ and a one-time regular WBA champ.
Yeah, but this is gonna be you know, good to see him again. He got to get a little bit more you know, advanced in his competition. I mean, he's at 154, right?
Who?
Eubank.
I think he's 160.
I don't know, 168, ain't he?
I think 160. Wasn't they talking about Boo Andrade and Eubank? Wasn't they talking about that fight?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Eddie did make an offer, and we never heard nothing. He got no hatred for ducking. He didn't take the offer, and he signed to Boxer, so we know he the one said no. I'm telling you, UK dudes don't never hate on their own.
Yeah, man. We need Boo Boo, man. We need Boo Boo, man.
Boo Boo ain't doing nothing. Boo Boo is happy. You talk about Devin Haney being happy making money, but you don't get on Boo Boo ass sitting around doing absolutely nothing. At least Devin out here, whether you call it capping or not, him and his father out here at least talking about fights. These dudes, Boo Boo just fight whatever Eddie put in front of him and go back to that mansion in Boston, man. That shit is terrible.
But yo, he went to the press conferences. He go to the ring with Triple G. Hey, he went to Canelo Alvarez.
Bruh, he got hot after that, and he let Canelo get more popular with all those quotes. He cursing him out and his dad out, and nobody remembers who he's cursing out. They just remember that Canelo's cursing in English. Boo Boo didn't capitalize off that. He had to keep going. Just like Plant. You see what Plant did? Motherfucker shirt. It ain't what you say. What did Canelo say? Man, get the fuck out of your horrible fighter. You never get in the fight. Motherfucker, I'm gonna fuck you up right now, motherfucker. What Boo Boo do? Shut up, we out. And that's it. They really shut up. What Plant do? Smack you, make a shirt, keep posting that you a motherfucker, that you a fucking cheater. Like, it's different. Andre went quiet.
He went and that's the problem. Look, and that's the problem that I have.
Make a shirt. Make a shirt. Canelo's such a bitch, he kicked me out. But he ain't thinking. He ain't thinking.
But this is what I was saying. He got thrown out, right? But your promoter is sitting right next to Canelo. Right there, you got to put your promoter hat, Eddie Hearn, because if that was Anthony Joshua, you would ask Canelo, hey, when you want to fight Anthony Joshua, if that was Anthony.
Then ain't crossing Canelo because Andre don't bring nearly nothing.
But that's the promoter's job. Eddie Hearn and then he let
the promoter's job is to keep his cash cow.
Come over here, stand next to me. You got to put his Don King hat on.
Nah, man, the promoter's job is to keep his cash cow. Go ahead and pick Andre over Canelo right there. Canelo would have got him and told Eddie, get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. Tonight is my night.
Nah, see right there when it was the end of the fight and they just partners, but this is my fighter. You can't let your fighter get kicked out, Eddie. Can't let your fighter get kicked out.
Bruh, who you picking, man? Is you picking the dude that you paying $2 million or the dude that's bringing in $40 million just in his purse?
Nah, I'm getting my fighter.
You lying.
He's just my partner.
Look,
where's Canelo Alvarez right now?
You lying. Still saying that he fuck with Eddie. Still making Eddie popular.
No, but yeah, you could fuck with Eddie, but this is my fighter. It's almost like with the Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell. He was going for Luke. He wasn't talking about T.O. He wanted Luke Campbell to win so Luke Campbell could face Devin Haney. He was going for his fighter. That's it.
Canelo is his fighter.
Oh, Canelo is his fighter. Now that's his partner. Boo Boo is his fighter.
Call it what you like, homie. He making money with Canelo. He ain't making money with Boo Boo. That's the whole difference.
I asked the same. When we was in the press conference with with Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua in New York, I asked him the same question, Eddie, about Boo Boo and Dre. 3 years later, he's answering the same way. Well, nobody wants to fight him, man. Do your job as a promoter, bro. You gotta do something.
Hawk with a Cash App says, Ness, I got Chris Jones Jr. But why Chris Jones Jr.? Did he mean Eubank Jones Jr.?
And I think
because he's saying because of the Roy Jones, you know what I mean, comparison. Instead of Chris Eubank, Chris Jones.
Oh, this first name is Chris. Okay. I'm like, why not Eubank? Okay.
And I got Boots the next Roy Jones. I don't care, man. Call me crazy, but that's the only guy I see a resemblance is Boots Ennis with Roy Jones.
What do we got? Bruh, I thought I canceled this, man. What the fuck? Don't you hate when you get charged for something you thought you canceled?
Hell yeah. I call their ass, though.
Stay off that porno site, man. For real,
man. My fucking Skype auto charged. I don't even need credits on my shit. That shit just got me. I thought I canceled that. They tripping, man. I'm pretty sure I canceled that. I don't be fucking up like that. I'm mad right now.
All right. Because I was gonna say stop with the dating sites.
Nah, man. I'm far from dating, man. I got a girl chilling like a motherfucker.
Since this is you gotta give people, you know what I'm saying?
What?
Tools to keep a happy home. You gotta do a show, man. For the analytics is all men here. You gotta give them a show on how to keep a happy home.
Yeah, we do Fridays. Let's talk about sex with Shan on Fridays.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, sex or about how about family?
Yeah,
union?
all that's involved. It's all, you can't have a family without sex because if it ain't no good sex, the family's gone. It's broken. It's done. Gotta have sex.
Yeah, I started the brotherhood circle.
Oh, what's that about?
Being there for men gotta have that brother circle just like women have it. People men what they said the number one death in men is stress.
Really?
I think a lot of dudes hold a lot of shit in. A lot of people go through family court, all that stuff. What men go through, but they keep it in house. They keep it inside. They don't talk about it. So that's why they say, man.
Where do you do this at?
I did it. When was it? I did it on Sunday. I did it Sunday, but I did it midnight though. But and I said, let Dr. Punch. Let's help each other out. Let's go, man. What's your problem? It was a lot of shit. People was like, I haven't seen my kids I haven't seen my kids, my 7 kids, and how you dealt with it. And and this is, I think guys need those conversations, man.
Definitely. I agree with you that men definitely harbor feelings. But yeah, I don't know about having an open group online. That's, some people, if they have an issue speaking, why would
I'm put it in the chat. Like let's say you on the chat and you be like, what you feel, how I can handle this situation. And people in the chat will comment like help, we all help each other out, with experience.
I mean, you might have to set up something anonymous though. Maybe someone may not feel comfortable asking you for their help because then everyone else is going to know what they need help with.
but then nobody really knows each other. That's why it's comfortable. It's like talking to a stranger.
Shit, I know screen names by heart, man. I know screen names by heart, but
So I'm going to tune in tomorrow and see what y'all talking about, so I could.
Word.
What's a topic? What's a topic you gonna have for tomorrow? Let the people know.
We do a like I said, a topic and questions post, so people put their own topics. I'll read some of the questions in just one bit. Let me send this to my guy, which pretty
I want to
sure-
talk about polygamy. I would like. Can y'all talk about polygamy tomorrow?
Wow. Isn't that like the dudes that have like multiple wives?
Yeah, if it's all right.
I'm not into that, but I was raised Pentecostal Christian, so your beliefs they start at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe if I wasn't raised Pentecostal Christian, I wouldn't have an issue with having multiple wives, but I was raised to believe that that's not right. Like, there's no way all those women could feel good being like they're all mistresses as it don't even matter if you treat them equally. It's just like none of that shit makes sense. But again, that's the way I was raised. So someone that wasn't raised
out
like
there.
me,
People get married with multiple wives?
Of course, even Muslims, right? Can't they have like 9?
Yeah, 5 wives.
So
got to be 10 years younger.
But again, the way you're raised is the way you see things. So me being raised that way, that is not right to me.
I'm just it's a conversation though. Polygamy, man.
And all the movies I've seen about that, why polygamy doesn't look like the way, why nobody got two, like a Cardi B and a Nicki Minaj? Why is always like a white woman in some weird, long, really plain dress? Like, don't they always look like Mormons? Keep it real. Like, all the movies are dictated like
now
that,
I see
right?
Africans that got a couple wives and they look happy.
On movies of polygamy? Because even HBO, I remember HBO had this show called The Big House or something like that. I'm telling you, it's always like these white dudes in these farmlands with these, what do you call it? Like compounds. Shit is weird, bro. Like, I've never seen urban people talking about, polygamy. I got 30 wives in the house over there. Like, I never seen that shit.
Maybe because you could walk outside and just see a bunch of women. But when you out there, like Iowa, I'm like, yo, how you gonna meet somebody, bro? In the gas station? In the deli?
Okay, that's a good example, but he was also white. Hugh Hefner, he was into polygamy, but he was also white. That's what I'm saying. Like, where is your Latino? Like, where's the Latino that got 20 wives?
Well, not an official polygamy, but there is girls that be dating dudes that know that's married and they could be mistress for that.
But that's not polygamy, dog. That's a chick okay with being a mistress. Like,
because the men just gotta be upfront. Look, I want to marry both of y'all. Y'all already know I'm fucking both of y'all. Just let's get it on. Let's
Punch out here trying to find, let me find out you trying to get an extra set of wives and shit, man.
Nah, my wife.
Trying to get advice from the public, yo, how y'all did it, man? Give me the secret. It's a song.
You see that?
There you go. Jaime Nieto, I said big house, he said big love. I knew there was a show. I'm just saying, I want to see an urban polygamy story be told. Like, I've never seen that. It's always a white dude.
How much you would have bet if you have a top
and the
like
white
that,
women that he
pop
got,
up.
why the white women that the dude in the movies for the polygamy always got, they never got style. Like, you never see them dress well. I'm telling you, those dresses be weird as hell. They looking like Mormons, man. I'm like, I don't know. Whatever. You got some weird shows going on. My man want to do a polygamy show. Brandon texting me right now. Brandon ask him what time that show start.
Yo, don't be surprised, man. You're going to see people in the chat be like, oh, well, it goes like this. I got my experience. There you go.
No, I'm sure. Listen, let me tell you something.
I was scared to tell you. He got holler me on IG, man. I gave you some game. man. I had schooled some of the TBV community during the COVID, man. How I got a couple exploits and expeditions into these kind of ventures, man. I'll talk to you.
You see, thank you, man. See, it's a good topic.
Yeah, but I bet you Amin's version of polygamy is not the traditional. Like, you ain't living with multiple women.
No, definitely not.
Exactly, man. That's what I'm
traditional.
saying. That's some television white boy shit. I never seen nobody like. And I ain't gonna front. Yeah, I met one Latin dude that had 2 women, but that's also almost common at this point. But more than 2, nah. Oh shit! Look, Canna said turn on BET. Oh, TLC. They got black polygamy. I didn't even know. I promise you, I never seen it. But I don't watch any more regular TV now. With the cutting of the cable or the cord, as they call it, now I'm on demand. So it's like HBO Go, Showtime, Anytime, Netflix, Hulu, Prime. That's about it. I don't fuck around with nothing else. Boxing, man. Damn,
that's
I
a
didn't
stress
know.
in itself.
What, boxing is stress? Not for me.
No, it's a stress in itself for men that that they feel like they could get more chicks, but they want to keep the one chick. I think being faithful is is very stressful.
Bro,
man.
you must be going through it over there, man.
No. But I'm saying
He trying to find a way to like
help me out, brothers.
He trying to find a way to bring in some sazon into the relationship.
Hey, look,
help me out, brothers.
We gotta do punch like Britney Spears. Hey, punch, blink if you not okay.
Come on, you see, these are the conversation. I know guys be like, yo, shoot punch, man. I'm having a hard time, man. I got this shorty, man, at work, and I don't want to do it to white people. Damn, come on, it's true.
I mean, I will not encourage, at this age, I don't encourage cheating, man. It's
I look at the peach.
No, it's at this, yo, listen, you can really psychologically fuck a person up with cheating. You know what I'm saying? Women don't get over that, man. We different as men, and don't get me wrong, not all men. Some men really hurt as much as women, but yo, a scorned woman, like, that shit is real. You got to be careful, man. They try to pay you back. Got to be careful. Just saying. I mean, he the cheater in the group. You could tell the way he's smiling, keep licking his lips, brushing his.
Man.
Don't nobody brush their beard.
Man.
My man done brushed his
like
beard
that?
7 times. Like, oh shit, what he talking about?
Is cheating really cheating if your girl know you doing it?
Not if she know you doing it. I guess it ain't, bro. She cool with it. But again, that's your polygamy weirdness.
There you go. The pursuit of polygamy.
Yeah, you tripping. Your girl about to file for divorce and it's done.
Punch trying to get off the mic and be like, hey, yo, babe, I had a conversation with the guys. They said this shit is regular now,
Yeah.
Out there. That's what he about to go do.
I mean, look, Dwayne Wade, his kid.
So let me ask you, though. But let me ask you. This is the easiest question that comes up when you say things like that. So you want your girl to go ahead and do her thing too?
No. We men. No. We're the head of the household.
So only the man gets to do his thing.
There is more women than men. So eventually, if every man just stays with one woman, there's going to be a lot of unhappy women. There's going to be a lot of lonely women. So that's why it's meant for men to have. Come on, guys. Come on. Do the math.
But ain't the math like 1.3 for every one man is 1.3. It's not that big of an.
Isn't it in Atlanta like 22-1, something like that?
Yeah, but that's Atlanta. But just overall, though,
New York is 11-1.
But men to women ratio overall, though, in the world is only 1.3, right? To 1. It's not that big a difference. But I hear you, man. Listen,
that's because you got outliers.
You in New York? You in New York?
Yeah.
That's what it is. He in New York. He tatted up. He got the fucking SRT. He trying to do his thing. He trying to do his thing, dog. You better chill. Te van a dar con zapato.
No. I'm a faithful man. I was just
Exploring topics.
I just want to help brothers out.
Help
there,
brothers
man.
out.
You don't gotta have my lifestyle. You don't gotta have one. But I understand if you want to have multiples. You know, I support you. But just let me know how you do it, though.
Terrible, man. Terrible. We got High and Low Sports Centrum that says the boxing voice is made. Shout out to you. And looks like Boom back with another one that says, Ness, how many devices can you use on ESPN Plus? I don't know. I got this desktop and my phone and my TV, so that's 3. And it's never asked me to sign out of any of those. I got my bedroom TV, my phone, and my desktop. So I have 3. What about you guys? How many devices you got your ESPN Plus on?
Shit.
My phone,
all
my
the
laptop.
TVs.
And TV, yeah.
So that's like 5 TVs. Phone.
Yo, and Annie's asking you, does polygamy apply to women as well to have more than one man?
No. I see no. Only for men, all right? I don't see that. See, that's the conversation every time. What about if women could do it too? No.
But why not
the same.
equal
We're not equal.
opportunity, champ?
That's another question right there. Is men and women equal?
Wow, he taking it there. You back in the 40s, they not?
No. I don't think it's not about equal. I think it's roles. It's just natural roles. That's all.
What's the roles?
Límpiame los tratos y vete para la cocina.
I mean, I guess if you bringing in the money, you could say that. I don't think that, like, not all women would be okay with that, but, like, I'm sure you'll find a woman that is okay being the head of household and you being the head of finance.
I mean, I think every woman is kind of the head of the household when you going out there and work, and she taking care of the house.
Not everyone, because there's women that also work.
No, I'm saying if your woman wasn't working, you're the one that's bringing in the bread. She takes care of the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But
most times, I know men that also take care of the house.
Look, there can't be 2 presidents. There can't be 2 CEOs. No, it's the president and the vice president. All right? The king and the queen. So it's all right. Play your role, ladies. Just play your role. Let the man be the man. That's it. You know? Even if my woman could know how to fix the roof, I'm not going to, and I know how to do it. I ain't going to be like, baby, let me watch the game. Go in the roof and fix the roof. There's a leak. Nah, I'm going to do it. I don't want my woman going up there and fixing it. You know? So, yeah, we could do the same thing, but I ain't going to let her go in the roof and on a rainy day and fix the damn
Nah, you
whatever.
tripping, man. Every time it snowed, my lady was out there shoveling snow with me. Fuck that. Don't you got to move your car?
Hey, look.
Because see you half and half.
Let's go. Get your shovel. I got one for you.
Nah,
do
it. Do it like chess rules. Do it like chess rules. The queen can make any move on the board, but could she? Should she? Just like you said, punch just because she can don't mean she should. And it's the reason why the king only make one move at a time. So, appreciate that slow discretion and also respect, the queen's ability to move around. That's how y'all keep y'all balance.
Yeah. Just like that. Like, I know you could do it, but as a man, you want to do it. You should do it.
If we talking chess, king moves at a slow pace. And that's the same thing women been saying. We sloppy, they not. We get caught, they don't. And if we keep it at the chess again, we move at one square at a time while they could fly across the fucking board, man.
Nah, it's not
you
that.
Think they ain't doing something, they doing something.
Us men, we the master of
what?
We're the master of
believing
playing
our
fool.
own bullshit.
Nah, we're the master of playing a fool. I'm gonna give you an example. If your girl says she's going on vacation with the girls, you ain't thinking about your girl cheating because you're thinking about what I'm gonna do with my girl is away.
Yo, you got a fucked up mind.
So
yo, he gonna be like, baby, that was all entertainment, baby. That's all entertainment.
Now, when you go to vacation, normally the girl's thinking what he's gonna be doing with the boys on vacation. So it's not like it's not that we're we don't want it, that we don't think it can happen. We're just not thinking about it. We don't care because we were so busy thinking that we're gonna do our thing. Come on, Ness. Wifey in the house. I'm sorry, Mrs. Ness.
It's an inherent liability. It's an inherent liability when you choose that woman. You say to yourself, yo, it's a risk that I run that, you know, I don't think that she would, you know, do that indiscretion. You know what I'm saying? And then plus you would probably hold that she got a certain level of dignity. You know what I'm saying? But that's the naivete you take, like the same way you drive a car off the lot. You assume it ain't nothing wrong with it, you know, and you hope that it isn't, and usually it isn't. But sometimes, you know, you do have, you know, women that like to profess to think like men, and they like to play like the fellas play. So you gotta be careful, man.
Hey. But I'm just, we just thinking about doing that thing. We ain't thinking about that.
You better be thinking. You better be thinking.
Nah, that's the worst.
How old are you, Punch?
Huh?
How old are you?
Young enough and old enough. Young enough and old enough.
Yo, you got a super
I'm sorry,
chat
listen,
here.
that's if you watching the show. I know. See, you can't have this show. You can't have this show
You
now.
got a super chat. What you mean? It ain't that I can't have the show. It's just like, A, we gonna talk about stuff like that tomorrow. B, polygamy ain't my thing. You know what I'm saying? That just ain't my thing. You know what I mean? Like it would never look like the movies for me. It would always be the urban version of that, which is like, you know, two chicks. But they never living in the same house. Why would you want two women living in the same house? Like, after a while, that's gonna be an issue. No, see, you only thinking about at night, man. What about all them other hours you gotta deal with that shit?
I mean, it's not only sexual, they're your best friends at the same time. You got the laundry, you got the food. Yeah, you take everything. It's a whole teamwork.
These dudes need a show together. Listen to them.
Teamwork, man.
I understand.
These dudes y'all want slaves talking about they got laundry.
Nah. We ain't saying that.
I'm talking about together. Like everybody wake up. Like, hey, what's up, guys? What are you doing today? Let's go do some yoga. Oh, okay. Let's go have some fruit.
Yeah.
Bruh, y'all tripping, man. Y'all tripping.
I think polygamy is healthy, man.
So what's your lady say? What's your lady say? She's with it?
Hell no.
Oh, so you looking for the secret answer?
Nah, see, my homegirl, she says, she's like a lifetime mistress. She don't want to be with a dude. Like I love being a mistress. She been with this dude for 11 years. She been with this dude for 11 years, and she's happy.
Yeah, I mean, he paying. That's why. Don't nobody got a mistress and they ain't paying. They coming out their pocket like in multiple ways.
Nah, I'm telling you. At first, I thought it was like that, but the way I see her move, hey, now she got her own job. She got money. She got money.
Right, she can have her own job, but you. Come on, I mean,
I'm telling you that, there's people that don't got the same principle as you. That's what it is.
No, I hear you. I guess.
And it might be overwhelming. So that's when we talk about polygamy.
Yo, my man said, let's grab some fruit. I know these dudes coming up with some weird shit, man. I'm telling you.
Yo, King, do you think it's weird? Like if you go to another country, it's not weird.
Listen, ain't nothing weird about wake up in the morning and want some melons, man. I don't know where you guys' brains is at.
She's
you know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm not saying it's weird. I'm saying it's not the normal, and long term, I just can't see that working long term. Like it's gonna be normal. That's like a one night thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a fling thing. It's hard to do a relationship with two. It's hard enough to do a relationship with one woman. Imagine 2 and 3. Y'all tripping.
That's why it's tough doing it with one woman, because that stress, because you want somebody else to make you laugh too. Your jokes are gonna be corny too. You remember when you meet a girl in the beginning and everything is funny in the beginning, and you said, nah, she be like, you ain't even funny no more.
Exactly.
That's why you need that. You need that balance.
And that's why she need that balance. You not
No,
funny
no, no,
no
no,
more.
no, 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 no.
You not even funny no more, my man.
Nah, man.
Yo, he want to keep him in jail. Like, nah, you stuck with me, even though I don't want you.
Nah, man. That's you gotta stay in shape and all that, man. You gotta keep reinventing yourself.
Oh, wow. Yo, Annie said, aparentemente tú no tienes vergüenza.
¿Quién dijo eso?
Annie, I didn't even know Annie was Spanish. She killed it on it. I wonder if she Google translated that shit. Aparentemente
That's what I'm saying. Yo, we gonna beat the females.
quieres,
The analytics
tú
is
me
gonna change.
amas. You remember that salsa? Of course not. Let me see who we got on these lines, man. Let's go to these phone lines. Who's out here? Who is out here looking like Rick in San Antonio, Texas? What up? Dog sleeping in my office. Y'all can hear him
Hey,
snoring?
man, you guys went on a whole different conversation.
You know that's moonshine.
Dude,
Came in here drunk.
Oh shit, dude! I'm sitting here cracking up. Shit, I forgot what the fucking topics were.
Well, we
shit,
want
I'm
to
thinking
know
of all kinds of shit, man.
I'm gonna give you a rundown. I'll give you a rundown. First topic is: are you into polygamy?
I don't do polygamy, no.
Okay. Second topic was I don't know what was the second off topic, so we'll get to the real topics. Tim Bradley says Keller Plant's going to sleep. Do you believe?
It's possible. That's not out of the realm of possibility. You know what I mean? In my opinion, I mean it's Canelo he's facing. So, you know, this is somebody who goes to the body. He's dealt with movers. He's dealt with various types of opponents. So for me to say no, that's ridiculous. It's possible. Is Caleb Plant going to be a difficult opponent? I could say yeah. I mean, if you want to look at resumes and say, oh well, he's only got Usyk, and you know, it doesn't take away from the talent he possesses based on what we see, based on the eye test from what I see. I think it's going to be a good fight. But I think I'm going with Canelo on this one. One of the things that I want to bring up, though, is like I would like to see Jamar Charlo, Andre, these guys, they ain't doing shit 160. They're hanging there, but they, you know, I like to see unifications, the best fight, the best, all that good shit. Go up to 168. Fight fucking one of Canelo's guys. Fight Calvin Smith, Billy Joe Saunders. Get in there with some of these guys and, you know, push the needle a little. Let's make it interesting. What do you guys think about that?
Callum moved to 175, didn't he? In Foleling.
That's right. He did that last fight. That's right. Homeboy was shaking and shit. My bad. But, you know, I would like to see that, you know, have some of those guys, you know, move up and see what's going on. Because I think after Triple G fights Murata, I really don't know what's going to happen after that. Nobody's really talking about unifying. Boxing, politics, and boxing is like oil and water. The shit just don't mix, man. So, but yeah, I got Canelo in that fight, and then I saw something on the YouTube. It says something about Valdez.
Yes, Valdez.
Bob Arum Valdez. Well, go ahead, man. What was up with that?
Next, he's allegedly next for the winner of Herring, Shakur Stevenson winner. But I believe this is all cap. I believe it's just to build the Herring Shakur fight. It gives you that interest for the people to, oh, well, he's going to fight. The winner of this will fight Valdez. I think that's all that is.
Okay. I mean, we'll see what happens with that, man. I would like to see that, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see. I mean, Valdez right now, he's got a lot of dark clouds, so.
Yes, sir. Well, Rick, San Antonio, shout out to you with that great pronunciation of Ustat. He said it even better than me. He was like, Ustatake. I thought it was Ustatagi, and he said, he definitely said it, pronounced it better than I. Sounded very Spanish when he said it.
Uskatage. What did he say?
Yeah, just like that. Uskatake. Something he said, but it sounded better. We going out to, who is this in a 404? 404.
It's Orlando, right?
Lids Low. What up?
Oh, no.
Doe. Lids Low. What up, Doe?
Get your ass in the ring and
Ain't no
swing,
hard
man.
fighting boxing motherfucker like this.
BoxingWords.com.
Hey, Daddy. Boxing thinking man's game. This is Dolla skill. Up here. You gotta be out think a motherfucker. That's what
BoxingWords.com.
TBV was happening, man.
What up?
Everything, coach. I mean, what's cracking, dog? Oh, he ain't
My
on.
God,
Oh,
Liz
shit.
Love
What's
is
up,
good,
Punch?
bro?
Oh, there you go. There you go. Punch. What Punch your at?
Yo, you don't. He's locked and loaded, ready to sing that the karaoke, man. You already know, man.
That's what's up, man. Oh yeah, real quick. Hey, Punch, for your answer, bro, because I'm kind of in a situation like that. I ain't married to nobody, but all my chicks know about each other. Let me tell you this: it ain't nothing but simple truth, bro. It ain't nothing but simple truth. When I meet a female, I know we talk about boxing, but I just want to spit this out. When I meet a female off rip, I let her know I entertain other women. So you got a choice, and that's a major thing. Give a woman a choice. That's what they cry about the most, bro. All y'all dudes out here who are players, and you haven't moved up that step to, just telling a woman the truth, my nigga, you would get so much further. You would get so much further. Matter of fact, my oldest chick, she on her way over here tonight. I just got off. And I ain't bragging. I don't want to make it sound like I'm bragging. I'm just on some real man shit that you wanted some answers to, bro. Just give them truth, bro. Because this is women. They want a choice. When you play a woman and then she find out about it, she, like Ness said, she want to break windows, slice ties, and all that type of shit. But when you give it to her the truth, I just had my number one over here last night, and again, I'm very safe. And that's another thing. Be safe out there, guys. Stop raw dogging these chicks. But and then my number 3 coming by tonight. But they all understand I'm not ready to be with one person yet. Although I could be with anyone at any given time. I just choose not to, because when I give myself to one woman, I do that. And I will be honest, I have been hurt before. I can honestly Punch. Shout out to you for wanting to even have them type of conversations, bro. Because niggas won't talk that shit. You understand? Unless they with their boys. So I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Just tell the truth. Now, as far as this Canelo shit, Canelo is gonna knock out Plant. At first, I was just gonna get him to beat him, but he gonna knock him out because all this extra shit Plant be doing. And I ain't knocking Plant. Do what you do, but mind you poking the tiger that ain't been ate in about 2 weeks. So you finna get your ass done up. But that's my call, man. Y'all stay up. And men, tell the women the truth. The shit easy, bro. Ask Jordan Baker. He seen me in that. All right, I'm out.
Later.
That's
Shout
what
out
I'm
to
talking
Liz
about,
Love.
man. I hope that the number 1, the number 3, and the number 1 had a good day yesterday. The number 3 is gonna have a wonderful day today. You see, Nas?
I see. It's also expensive. Sounds expensive. He was
Well,
with number
depending
1
what type of woman
yesterday.
you got, you know?
He was with number 1 yesterday. I mean, just even Ubers add up, right? I mean, everything adds up.
Well, maybe the number 1 likes to go out and eat. The number 3 likes to cook at home. You never know. It's a balance.
Okay. You got it all planned out. We going out to Stainless. Just let us know. Update us, champ, whenever you get that plan in motion. Like, yo, I got it.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
Red belt, black belt, WON green. I'm king. Undisputed GOAT, TBE. And you can catch the news first on TBV. Voice of the people now let me speak. Scientists of the sweet, BOXING.
BV, what's good, baby?
What up, man?
What up,
you know me.
We just talking polygamy
Oh,
and
what up,
boxing,
I mean?
man. Nothing much.
But, hey, Liz Lowe had it right, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a committed relationship now. You know what I'm saying? I'm monogamous and everything, which is kind of new to me. But for a long time, I was a slut. You know what I'm saying? And my mom's told me when I was young, it's billions of women in the world. You know what I'm saying? If you just want to be friends who have sex and you ain't in a relationship, then just tell them that. You know what I'm saying? If they make that choice, and that's something that if they change their mind about, they got to deal with later on. But you can stand on your own too because you made that your stance. Just be honest with them and give them that choice. I don't even know what the conversation is, but that's real truth right there.
Nah, Punch
Ain't
just
nothing like honesty.
trying to add to the collection, man.
Okay.
Hey man,
I don't even know what the
it's
topic
true.
is, man. I just
polygamy is a choice. Is you give him the choice, so he's speaking facts.
Yeah. It's all options, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I just finished working on that track, bro. Did you get it?
I did not get the full version. I mean, I got to check my
No.
email.
It's I
got
just
the beats. I got the beats.
No. I sent it again. I sent it to you. You and info. I think the last one I sent.
I seen it in Skype. I seen it in Skype. Did you tag me?
Yeah, I said. I tagged you on the Skype one too. I mean, I tagged you too. You know what I'm saying? So, because I don't know how far to go with the Border Wars one. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying. I still want to kind of do it for the mixtape too. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that one can. Because it's kind of got that chant caught. You know, I mean, you hear it in there already, but when you play it, you play it after the show, man. You see what I'm talking about. But what's the topic, man? We talking Canelo playing again?
Because of Bradley saying he gonna knock him out.
I don't know about that.
Stevenson
you know, go ahead.
I was gonna say Aaron was talking about Stevenson and Aaron.
Dennis said he listening, cruising, listening to TBV. Meanwhile, his wifey pissed right now. See? See?
Well, I mean, I don't know about knockout, man. The only thing I worry about with Plant is I know that he does, get a little slower in the later rounds. And Canelo, he kind of lost through rounds too. You know what I'm saying? Like especially early. So I think it's gonna go to decision, man. I'm thinking decision. Plant. I've been wrong before. I don't mind being wrong again. But I'm expecting a great fight. So they could talk all they want. We all gonna talk anyway on fight night, man. We see what happens. So I always say, man, please make sure you push the thumbs up, share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, it's because you're stupid. Shout out to BRT. Yo, when y'all get off here, man, jump on Skype and play that mud, man. I kind of need input, and I put an extra, like I looped it too, so it's longer, so that if somebody else want to spit, they can spit on it, see what they sound like or whatever. All right, peace, fellas.
I'm gonna check it out, Stainless. Peace, bro.
All right. That was an invite. JP, what up?
Another lyricist.
Long Beach in the house.
Yeah. I have to get in on the polygamy conversation.
Okay.
Had to get in on it. Now the bros in the back called Noah. I've told this story before. As everybody who knows me, Christian man, been married since 2012 and have not cheated and will not. I think I can firmly say that. However,
that you will not cheat.
Will not.
Say however.
However, when I go out with the bros, and I just went out with the bros this past weekend. Now, wifey can't hear me. I'm in the garage.
It's recorded.
I do what she don't listen to the show.
She can.
I do what I call field test.
What's that?
So one time I was in Vegas. Now, as you know, I'm a portly,
they call JP the Whisperer.
A big black nigga. I'm a bigger black nigga, right?
He said on field test.
I throw on a little suit jacket, some tight jeans, the loaf with no shoes on. So I'll go out there and I'll say, hello, my name is Francis Teddy Bedwa. I am the third prince from Nimbois. I am here looking for my fourth wife. Are you interested in me? Now, dog, you do that bullshit enough, you'll be surprised how many women will entertain you.
Bruh, so you out there panhandling the whole African prince shit for how many hours? Does
Just to see if a woman will entertain me telling her I'm looking for my fourth wife. I'm out here looking for my fourth wife, dog, and they will. If I could actually like wine and dine and go do all that extra shit, man, you fucking got a fourth wife. Dog, I'm telling you, it do field tests. As married men, do not cheat. Don't cheat. I'm an advocate of it. But do some field tests out there. This past weekend, I went out with, I got the ring on bling. The ring is heavy out, and I'm just like, I just looking for somebody to take to Cancun. How you doing? You interested in that type of lifestyle? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna be a sugar daddy, there's always women willing to do that, bro. Come on, get out of here. You offering trips to Cancun.
You can only go so far. You can't like present to a bitch like you really like her. You know what I mean? You gotta be something. That's why it's a field test. But do them, man, and I promise you, you will be surprised if you tell these ladies bluntly what you want. And I'm sure every one of us has been told by a woman, damn, if you give me the choice, I might have just said yeah. But niggas
I
is
seen
so...
that in a movie. I seen that shit in a movie,
That's
man.
the story of my life.
But niggas is so fucking inclined to start lying for no fucking reason. Just start lying for no reason. A broad might just want a nail. But nigga like, no, I ain't got a girl. No, I live with my homeboy. Live with his girl and everything.
Why this dude said he called it panhandling? Wow. Kind of smart, though. Like, y'all out here tripping, man. Who got 8 hours to spend to ask 100 million different women is they cool with something just to get some
But in
some
Vegas,
ass, man?
in
Like,
Vegas,
y'all
it's
tripping.
probably like
I'm
10
in
chicks,
Vegas.
10
I'm
chicks,
acting
3
like
gonna
I'm a
bite.
baller African. Why not? I'm drunk. I'm faded. Fuck. Shit. I'm having a great time.
JP, let me ask you: if it's 10 chicks, say if it's 10 chicks, do at least 3 bite?
Hell yeah, in Vegas,
absolutely. 4, 5 gonna listen for sure.
In
Now
Vegas,
I can only play it so far.
Sure,
You know what I'm saying?
Sure. But engagement is key. Engagement is key. You got 50% engagement.
Absolutely, for sure, man. Y'all run that out there, man. However, whatever thing you want to do, but have a blast with it because this is fun time. You're off the clock and you get to be whoever you want to be because you really ain't trying to nail nothing. So that's why I'm like, let me just do this time. Fuck it. You know what I mean? That's what I do. That's my call.
Well, thank you for calling.
I recommend everybody to go get the field test.
That field, I ain't wasting that much time. Y'all tripping.
I told you there's gonna be some ideas, and I'm telling you, brother. I'm telling you.
I just
the men out there
that's a
want to
lot of
know, man, how to
time,
do
though.
it.
This is an educated community, Punch. It's got a lot of experts within this TBV community, man.
That's a lot of time to be spending. We going to Hawk in Maryland. I can't panhandle for women. That's crazy. And they said his African accent was awful.
Yeah. Panhandle.
What's up, fellas?
What up?
Yes.
What's up, Hawk?
And the whole crew. What's up, fellas? I ain't too much. Y'all getting in there. Hey, the one dude that called in and said, "Tell the ladies the truth." That's the one dude. That's the dude with the right plan. Most women will listen to you. You go ahead and you tell them what you really want. Tell them the truth. Yeah, you can definitely honestly work better than trying to be sneaky all the time. And you'll be amazed at how many women will go for it. You definitely be amazed at how many women like to explore. But I was about to. Hey, Ness, I do have to say something. Ness.
What up?
You on the line, Ness?
I'm here.
Boss, any job, I see my man. Any job that when you hire somebody to your job and you got your business, the police force or anything, they all need to go through training. And they all need to go through training so they learn how to treat your customers the way you want your customers to be treated. And my point I'm making is when you have Lady Shan on, she's cool, I like her and everything. But she needs to go to a training class to know how to talk to TVV to your customers, because to your base, because it's not the boxing voice when she's on there, which is supposed to be the voice of the people. But when you call in, you try to talk, and you get halfway through something you're trying to say, and somebody's cutting you off. Not only is the people that you're calling are cutting you off. Not only is it annoying, it actually makes a person not want to call back because they're battling with somebody when they're trying to give a point. And the whole process of calling to a show is not as easy as people think. People really do have it really does take a person a lot to talk on one of these shows, whether you know it or not. A lot of people do have a problem with communicating like that over the air, and she makes it very difficult for a person to say what they want to say. And if you call in to give your opinion because it's a Boston voice, it turns out to be Shan's voice because you never get your point across, and she needs to know how to deal with that because you can actually lose a lot of people due to frustration. Because it takes a lot for a person to actually call and say what's on their mind. But on to the boxing part, I got Caleb Plant coming out doing his thing. He's talented and all that, but Canelo's gonna walk him down. I'd say by the 8th or 9th round, and we're gonna have a whole nother fight from the 8th to about the 11th before he gets knocked out or stopped. Because I just think Caleb Plant gonna come out there nice and sharp and swift and do what he do. But Canelo with that 1-2 step he does, it's a nice little 1-2 step, and he's a little closer than you think he is. His reflexes were shown on that stage, and I just don't got Plant being able to deal with him. And I'm going with Wilder knocking Fury out, and I'm going with oh my goodness, this is going to be hurting, but I got to go with I think Terrence Crawford is going to really put a hurting on Porter, because Porter gonna come hard. Porter gonna come to win, and that's gonna be when Terrence Crawford actually show his actual real talent. So
that's the fight I can't wait for.
That's my call.
All right.
That's the fight. That's the one I'm waiting on, bro. Okay, that's my call, boss.
Yeah, man. I'm about to. I guess I'm gonna turn it up with the fight week of Wilder and then keep it going all the way. Keep it going all the way through, cause we about to get a lot of good fights. October 6th is already Rosado Munguia. Ain't that crazy? Didn't they just announce that, or is that when tickets go on sale? What's the actual date to that fight?
I think that's when tickets go on sale. I think that's in I don't want to say November. I thought I saw November 13th.
Yeah. November 13th. Mm-hmm.
November 13th.
All right, so what's in October? We got Heron and Shakur in October, right?
Yeah.
Yep. After Wilder and Fury.
Okay. And then what else? Third week would be what?
It was supposed to be the 6th. Nah, it ain't. T ain't gonna be fighting.
Oh yeah, Tio was supposed to be October too. What else is on October?
That's it for October, I think.
Yeah.
And
November's
then
busy as hell. First week
November we got Porter Crawford. That's big. I can't wait for that, man.
Somebody fighting in the 30th. Somebody's fighting in the. Is it Mikey Garcia fighting in the 30th or something like that?
Yeah. Mikey got the tune-up card. Who's on his card? He got people on his card too. I got October pulled up. They got something happening in Mexico on the 2nd. Never heard. Miguel Vasquez. That must be Puppet. Then in London, Eubank. And then on the 9th, you got Wilder Fury with a real good card. You got F.A. versus Frank Sanchez, Helenius versus Adam Kovnacki, Jared Anderson in another tune-up, Robeisy Ramirez in another tune-up, and Edgar Berlanga in another tune-up. And, wow, that's a big-ass card. Julian Williams in a tune-up comeback fight. Rances Bartholomew, TBA. And I don't know who the hell is Victor Cryhurst versus Mike Marshall. What the fuck is that? I know ain't Mike Marshall like that weightlifter? Nah, y'all ain't helping me with Mike Marshall. Elvis is back. Shout out to PBC picking up Elvis. He's back. And Bruce Carrington. Shout out to Bruce. Sosa Crew. Let's
Who's
go.
Elvis back again?
Victor Vasquez, whoever that is. Junior lightweight.
Sound like my man from Elizabeth back in the day, Victor Vasquez.
Then on Dazn, you got Liam versus Fowler. That's a main event. Wow, Dazn wilding out here. They just stealing my money. Liam Fowler's a main event. Ted Cheeseman versus I never heard of Troy Wilsonson. They tripping out here, man.
Nah, Troy Williamson. Troy Williamson is legit. Shout out to all my UK folks. Troy Williamson is legit. He's definitely a good domestic UK.
But that's the thing. Cheeseman was off for the shot at La Mana. Like, when is this dude gonna get off his domestic diet?
And he probably would have beat Lamana,
And that's fine.
Maybe not.
But like, get him off like all these domestic fights. But I get it. They're not catering to us no more. No
money.
more.
Nobody don't know him over here unless Lamana was going over there.
Nah, DAZN is just done with Americans. They just done with us. But anyway, Shannon Courtney's back versus Jaime Mitchell, or Jamie, excuse me. And that's October 9th as well. That's a big card too. You got Solomon Dakaris is there. He's back. That's that heavyweight fighter by Sam Jones. Natasha Jonas is back. That's all I see. On the 15th of October, we got Navarrete is back with Joet Gonzalez. Not bad. And then the TO card got scrapped for the 16th. But then you got a DAZN card on the 16th with Mikey.
So is Fox done with PBC? They done for the rest of the year?
I don't know. This is ESPN pay-per-view. All the fights that we just mentioned with PBC fighters are on pay-per-view. Then on the 16th, again DAZN, right? Or is it Newcastle, Huey Fury? That might be Boxer. Oh, that is Boxer and Sky. We don't even get to watch that, right? Savannah Marshall's back.
I do.
Oh, what you got? Like a tiger? What's that shit called? Firefox? No, what is it called?
Fire stick.
Yeah.
Fire stick.
Isn't Joe Smith Jr. back in the ring as well? He's gonna be back in the ring. Joe Smith
Nah, he got pulled because of COVID.
Rivas is scheduled for the 22nd too. He ain't want to take that Jerry Forrest fight, old bum. Not bum, but I hate that.
Bum shit.
I hate that fucking corny shit. He ain't a bum, but I hate that. That whole card in Montreal is whack. Steve Rose is back versus a nobody, TBA. And everybody else on that Montreal card never heard of. The 23rd on ESPN, Heron. So October is stacked like a mojo. Because even on the 30th, they got Cepeda versus Josue Vargas. That's step up for Josue, bro. Cepeda punch
Yeah,
hard.
I think Josue could take that. Zepeda looked washed. He was the war with Barrett. He was washed against Lundy. And Josue is his fight to lose. Josue can't go out there trying to bomb him out. He needs to box.
Then you got the 30th with Dillian and Wileen. That's, we got a nice October, man. Then November, Michaela Mayer, I don't know, she's fighting Hammer Dutch. I'd have never heard of this girl, but whatever. It's a title fight. And John Beck is getting a shot at Hassan Mdu, so finally he gets a name. Adam Lopez, I never heard of Juan Tapia, so whatever. Then November 6th, Showtime pay-per-view, you got Caleb Plant, obviously, Canelo. November 13th in Phoenix, David Benavidez. November 13th in Anaheim, Jaime Munguia, Gabe Rosado. November 20th, Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter. November 27th, Brandon Figueroa, Stephen Fulton. Stacked December. Stacked. November. Then December, you got, who the fuck is this? Victor Saldado? I never heard of it. For the regular strawweight in DR. Shout out to my man. Got DR actually on the schedule. Josh Teller's fighting Jack Cottrell in December. And Joseph Parker fucking Chisora is also on December 18th. That's not... we got a good, solid last quarter. Those are good 3 months right there. Wow. Look at these guys.
That's a nice pie for Josh Taylor. A little welcome home pie. A little shepherd's pie for him.
I'm out to turn
Jack
it
Cottrell.
up. It's turn up time. It will be turn up time. Let's see who we got on the line. This is in the 613. Your name is... New caller. Well, how the hell are you? Ohio. Who's this?
What?
Yeah.
Dion. My name is Dion.
Dion, how you doing,
Yeah,
brother?
it's I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm in the 613. That's in Canada. That's Ottawa.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I just came on here because I wanted to hear Punch Drunk talk about his man's Teofimo and what he thinks about the hole in his blood. The fact that he's not out here trying to step up to the plate and get this fight going.
Wait, who's not stepping up to the plate?
His man, he's the one who's always running all over the net talking about Teofimo Lopez, right? That's the person he rides for, right? Teofimo.
Yeah. But who's Tio avoiding in your eyes?
I feel as though, like, the negotiations with Cambosos or whatever his name is, I feel as though, like, there has to be some onus on Teofimo, right? I feel as though, yeah, even though he is the A side, even though he does bring the belts, I feel as though, like, the fight has lost a lot of people's interest. And I think at the end of the day, he needs to be a man and just say, you know what, let me just fight this guy. Because at the end of the day, he should beat this guy. Let's be real here. I mean, it should be an entertaining fight, I think. But I really think at the end of the day, Teofimo knows this could be his first real, I guess, fight after he's won his titles. So this is his showcase, essentially. So I think he should, just get the negotiations over with. I know right now Cambosos was the one who pretty much is holding it up now. But before, it was Teofimo Lopez with, he had COVID and all this stuff, and people were saying that it wasn't even real. So I just want to know, like, what's going on with his man. Like I know he's in his camp or in his corner or whatever you want to call it. I know he has a direct line, or so he makes it seem. I want to know, like, what's his thoughts on it? Like, what does he think? He's been really hush-hush about it, so I want to know.
What do you go ahead, answer, Punch. You on the spot, man.
I mean, he's first saying that he's holding something up because of COVID, and something people say he had COVID. He's not holding anything up. If they would have just fought in June 5th like it was planned, who held that up? That was Triller. Ain't nobody paying attention to Peter Khan. That was the manager of that is the manager of Cambosos, and also is the CBO of Triller that handles everything in boxing. So you got to answer the question: what did the side of Cambosos, his side, did to postpone a fight in June 5th that should have never been postponed? Then June 19th.
Well, they postponed it not to go against Floyd.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's not the choice of Tio. That's the choice of Triller.
Yes.
But Tio gets the blame for every Triller move that, you know what I'm saying? Because the dude gets sick is not his fault. I'm not going to blame David Benavidez, Virgil Ortiz, Jamal Herring, and everybody else that got COVID, right? So I think that's being disingenuous. Now, when he's talking about that right now it's not Teofimo Lopez, but before it was Teofimo Lopez. After the COVID, Teofimo Lopez was fighting the fight as soon as possible. They was trying to say to fight later on in the year in Australia, and he was saying, nah, I want to fight as soon as possible. So he was pulling for the fight. That's why the IBF made it a deadline. So they won't keep playing the games that they was playing. So Teofimo Lopez wants to fight right now. He weighs 141 right now. So he's in line. He's in tip-top shape. Cambosos has been in the gym in Miami. So I think it's why people blaming a 23-year-old for what's happening. He took it a purse bid. They won the purse bid. You know what I'm saying? Somebody won the purse bid. Why does he get the blame for somebody winning the purse bid?
Because he's the A side, and we're tired of the situation.
No, we're tired of the situation. No, I understand we're tired of the situation, but there's a lot of players in play. There's a lot of hands in the cookie jar. There's managers, advisors, that makes these decisions. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't make these decisions by himself.
I said that to my audience a long time ago that I thought there was a conflict of interest with Peter Khan being the manager of Cambosos and the head of boxing, and then he overpays for his fighter's fight. That shit sent so many flags. No one even wrote a story about it. And I'm like, and now he's not even there no more. He retired from that position.
He resigned, and he resigned 2 weeks ago. Just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's not like he resigned throughout the summer. He resigned 2 weeks ago when everything was in ambiguity. And he flies under the radar. He was the mastermind of all of this. Remember, they've been negotiating since late December, and the IBF gave him a 30-day extension. So the thing is, people ain't looking at the right place, and people ain't asking the right questions to get the right answers. But Peter Khan been out there doing
all the questions. You know all the questions. Why you ain't asking them?
But that's what I mean. Either you take what I'm saying, or either, all right, he asked. So look at this. He came on. He asked, because Punch is the Tio guy. All right, so I'm giving you Teofimo Lopez information, right? But now either you take it, either you think I'm biased, either you think I'm reporting.
No. But my question is, you're saying that they're not asking the right questions, but you know the questions and you know who to ask them to. Why haven't you sat down with Peter Khan?
Oh, I can't get that one. I've been trying to get. Remember, I did the interview with Cambosa's, I think early January or late December. I couldn't get Cambosa in. I couldn't get no information. I couldn't get the information. You know? And it was just
Khan's
not
information.
Khan, nah. I went. It was straight me and Cambosa. We got a direct line. But
I was supposed to have Khan too, and he put me off. I had told my audience, like, oh shit, we're gonna have Peter Khan. But he said, give us a week. He got some big news. And he just kept dipping off on us. I got his info, but he be dipping. So I don't like chasing dudes.
They've been quiet. And that's the thing, the Cambosa's team been quiet throughout this whole thing.
Yeah,
you know
because
they
know they got y'all by the balls. They don't need to sign to push the fight back because y'all got to meet y'all obligation. And by that is they going to do the same thing that Billy Joe did, you know, try and squeeze. Same thing like Andy Ruiz did. He squeezed AJ for more money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody do that, man. And I'm sure Usyk going to try and squeeze Eddie for more money now that he won, even though the contract states whatever it states. All Usyk got to do is have Aegis, you know, say that someone has a high offer. Obviously, you got to produce, you know, that offer or whatever, and show the money in escrow and things like that. But like, you know, if Usyk has someone that's entertaining him fighting in Ukraine, you know, Eddie got a match or surpass that offer, or make Usyk's team happy to come back to London. So, yeah, man.
I mean, like, really, like, so Tio fights Nakatani, Komi, Lomachenko, and now he don't want to fight Cambosa's. Like, come on, man. Let's be honest. A lot of people wasn't even talking about Cambosa's.
I don't think that's the case. I don't think Tio is trying to avoid the fight, but at this point, I think he should avoid the fight. Just walk away.
Yeah.
It's slowing you down so much.
Yeah, and I agree.
And he ain't Wilder.
100%.
He not Wilder or Fury, where it's like, yeah, they both been out the ring over a year, but we interested in that fight. Like, I'm excited for that fight. That's just 8-9 days away. I'm ready to go. I'm not excited for Cambosos. I'm ready to like just wash my hands with this situation.
Look, if it's ego, push the ego to the side. People are gonna make fun of it. Everybody gonna say that you made a bad decision. They're gonna be like Bob Arum was right.
He didn't make a bad decision. He went with the money.
Leonard Ellaby's gonna use it against you. Bill Haney, Devin Haney gonna use it against you. You just gotta take them licks and then move forward.
You just gotta start over. It's no biggie. But Leonard was on today. He said some right shit. Belts don't make you the A side. Sometimes it do, sometimes it don't. And the shot he fired at Tio, so you should do a video and shit. Give me some credit. The shot he fired at Tio was, the boy ain't even sell a ticket. He said, yo, the boy ain't even sell a ticket yet. Has he main evented? When's he been in main event? Is they pushing the date back? Was the Hulu Center sold out? Like, he was asking some questions, man. You got to go watch that.
I'm gonna watch it back, but then I think that's the ego. You know what I'm saying? If that's what's keeping them to move forward, because they're gonna get that. It is what it is.
Well,
You gonna get it from
he's saying that's T.O.'s ego though, because remember he started all this. They still tight. The T.O. think Floyd tried to sabotage him, and that Floyd pushed his date back, or that he had to put, or because you remember he was the whole like T.O. Floyd, or you sabotage me coming on my date, and T.O. had to push his date back because of Floyd. So he talked about that too, like yo, the boy's delusional. Like he literally think Floyd, was thinking about him. Like, yo, he was coming for T.O. without even saying T.O.'s name.
Yeah, the thing is with Leonard Ellaby, but he can't be playing because Leonard Ellaby, when they was trying to get the June 5th date, he tweeted the takeover.
Who,
so
Leonard?
that's what Leonard Ellaby tweeted that.
Oh,
he blocked
shit.
me after that. He tweeted the takeover. So that's when T.O.'s like, all right, they was just trying to steal the date. And everybody knows in Florida that they tried to get the June 5th date. The Florida State Commission didn't let them get that date. They said you can't have two big events on the same day. So they had to switch to the June 6th. That was the Florida Commission that made that decision.
So Leonard tried to get June 5th.
Yeah, everybody know that. In Florida, everybody know that.
And then he went to June 6th.
The Florida State Commission said y'all got to do it in June 6th. Y'all can't do it in the same day.
And then T.O. said, fuck it, I ain't going before Floyd. Why?
Nah, he wanted that.
And why
T.O. wanted that Triller. That's what I'm saying. That's when this guy comes into play. Peter Khan. Remember, he's the
Wasn't
leader.
that the original date booked with J-Lo? The June 5th?
The June 5th with Meek Mills.
They tripping. They should have just took that.
They should have. That was the bad move. And you already know Juneteenth has so many dates. June 5th, even Julio Cesar Chavez had a pay-per-view event that day.
Let me get to J-Mac. J-Mac, are you available this time? J-Mac. Yo.
So you hating?
I'm that guy. What you want to bet on? Bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. You getting that money, right? Easy. You can bet $1 million easy. And I for the bread. When I him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. On my life.
Okay, bow down, bitches. I'm about to handle business. I'ma teach you all a lesson. This'll only take a minute. Got a part in all this passion in my blood. Niggas hating just because. Think about it. Everybody love Bud. J-Mac, where you at? All these niggas hating on me. Shit is whack. So efficient with it. Only check the stats. Hey, I'm out here trying to get it. Next, I only got a minute. Get ready for the back attack.
Yo, what up, Ness? What Punch, idiot.
What's up, brother?
Hey, bro, now listen. Now, I was fucking with you with the Andrade shit. You like one of the only dudes out here, beating Andrade drum. They ain't got that many of us out here. But that interview you did with Bill yesterday, that shit was fucking retarded, man. Like, I'm not gonna tell you how to do you, but if you going up and being combative with a guy with off information, because you're getting like 25% of the information, and business got way more complexity, stuff that you don't know about, and you taking it to a businessman and telling him what he should and how he should move, it kind of makes you sound crazy when you're not privy to all the information. Now these fighters and these managers, they go tell us their side of the story. Two things could actually be true. The stuff you're being told can actually be a percentage of it. The stuff Bill is telling us can actually be a percentage of it. But when you sit up here being combative with information that you can't really debunk, because your information ain't enough to debunk it. I know with business, when it comes down to dealing with these promoters and managers and sanctioning fees, Bill will have to keep whatever relation positive, whatever he needs to, and all that. And that's just an example. But you kind of threw me off for a loop with the Teal thing. Like, it's like you pumping that flag mighty hard. But I fuck with you on Andrade. So I guess I agree to disagree with you. Ness, you said Teal went behind the money, right? You didn't give Andrade that same love and respect when he went behind the money when he didn't fight Charlo when Rock tried to advise him not to take the fight because they had a better deal for him. But I guess Teal get that that slap on the wrist. my personal opinion, I think Thriller being that they didn't put on fights, I think they realized this fight ain't what it's supposed to be, and I think they're trying to find a way out of it, which I don't know if that's possible. All trying to push it back to where it makes sense. Um, like you said, Ness, I was with the fight after he beat Lomachenko. I mean, go get your payday. I'm not gonna hit on you getting your money and what have you. But you know how I feel with Devin Haney. I heard somebody call in and said it's an easy fight. He could win. If it's an easy fight, he'd have been with got that money. You know what? I can even if Eddie could do it legally, or he would have went after and got that money if that fight was so easy. If Devin Haney was a pie or a cherry, they'd have got that belt already. So we wouldn't be talking about this undisputed and disputed shit because he ain't fucking undisputed. They still got Devin Haney ranked as a champion. He has 3 belts and he has a franchise trophy title. I'm not about to play wordplay with Lou, what the WBC president originally told me. That was on the first interview, and he said that belt was a trophy. Y'all said that. Oh, the Canelo and the Caleb shit. I got it. I got it going the distance. I think Canelo.
Cut it. Damn, man, I wanted to cut him off. What he said I did.
The interview with Mauricio Sulaimán.
No, but he was like, he came at me for something. Fuck, man. J Mac, what you said, man? What was my part?
With the Andre.
All right. Yeah, you said Tio. You gave Tio. You gave Tio a pass, but you didn't give Andrade a pass. So back now the Charlo fight.
I got you. So here's the differences in them situations. Obviously, Tio's in a purse bid. I ain't giving him a pass. Like, Triller won the rights to promote his fight. That's out of all of our hands. Andre, on the other hand, had a contract with Jamel and then chose to go with Rock. And I did give him a pass because I understood he wanted money and he needed. I gave him a pass with DAZN, but now it's going to be 6 fights with Quigley with DAZN. And Quigley's the biggest name out of the 6 fights. That's sad. Like, sad. That dude Walter ain't bigger than, he ain't more known than Quigley. Keeler ain't more known than Quigley. Oh, okay, maybe Selecki's more known than Quigley because he's lost more than Quigley. Because he's beat, he was in there with Rosado, he was in there with Jacobs, he was in there with Dervinchenko maybe. But yeah, that's sad, man. They just give him free money. I been gave Andre the pass to get his money, but it's like it's time to do something. Punch, I don't know why he's saving him. But Jaime Nieto says Punch gonna have Sazon compound. Laugh out loud. You're gonna have the Sazon compound of polygamy over there.
Hey, fellas, let me jump in right quick. I got to cut out, man. King Amin Invest 61 on Instagram. Please go check me out. King Amin Invest 61 on YouTube for them championship rounds. And, of course, at the Motherland, the greatest boxing podcast on the motherfucking interwebs. TBV, the boxing voice. Check us out. Shout out to Punch Drunk Boxing. I'm out.
Peace.
Peace out, brother.
We got J-Mac with a counter punch.
Yo, damn, shit, it took forever. Sometimes Skype be tripping, bro. All right, let me say this before I forget, because I can't get cut off, because I agree with the call that called. I don't know which one I heard him call in. The cutting off the calls, bro. I mean, y'all talk freely. Nobody cuts y'all off. Y'all go back and forth. Y'all can talk about whatever topic. Y'all can argue. We sometimes 45 seconds, especially when we're paying for it. We should be able to be heard out, and it is the voice of the people. Whether as long as we ain't calling and disrespecting no co-hosts or what have you, we should be able to talk and say what we saying, especially on the counterpunch. That shit ridiculous and it's very childish and very kiddish. Most of the people that agree with the bullshit is the people that don't even call in. They just come in to listen to chaotic bullshit. They like chaos and what have you. Some of the people that call in regularly, we actually like to call in. We're consistent. We like our opinions to be heard. Sometimes our opinions alter the show. We go back and forth. It's cool, but for that minute, 45 seconds should be heard out. She'd be out of pocket with that, but she's so quick to talk about disrespect. That y'all talking about with the multiple chicks. Ooh wee. I'll just tell you this. I've been behaving, but whenever I'm out and about, if I can see me something I could, slide in right quick and make it happen, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna let you know straight up. When I'm home, I'm good. Hey, Ness, you already see me in action in fucking Dallas when when a girl walked in that gym. So I'll just let you know. I prefer. I got a family. I love my kids. I really love the shit I do as a dad, as a husband. But when I'm out and I'm minding my fucking business and I have time to breathe, if I catch a situation that makes sense, I'm gonna take full
Yo,
advantage of
y'all
that
the
situation.
definition of all them fucking slogans these women's
I'm
make,
telling you,
man.
man.
These
Men are
women be saying,
trash.
the dog's away to play. All them weird ass slogans, man. Y'all terrible, man. What up with that?
Hey, man, it is. Maybe it's not natural, bro. Maybe it's not natural for men to have one. Maybe it's not, and we're trying to do something that is unnatural. And maybe that's what it is.
I mean, biblically speaking, they had multiple concubines in the Bible.
Hey, come on, brother. Come on, join the team.
It's just I don't even want the chaos though, honestly. Like I believe that like I have 2 female dogs. Those are 2 female dogs. It's not even cool. I thought getting 2 female dogs would be better, but it's not. They're jealous. They fight over my love. So imagine 2 real women or 3 real women. Someone's not gonna be happy. Someone's always gonna be complaining.
Nah, but you're
I
not.
hate complainers. I hate complainers. You
let
see
me
how
ask you a
many
question.
hours I do? You know I got a good woman. How many hours I'm on the internet?
Lot.
All right then. So another woman would be complaining and like, I want to get your ass out of here. Because think
But
about
it's not for
it. My
everybody.
relationship is exactly. We as content creators ain't for everybody. Like we going into a relationship telling you we can't go out on Friday, Saturday, and me, hey, by 7:00 I got to be home on Sunday too. So it's difficult.
Yeah, it's not for everybody, but
It ain't.
But you hear it with dudes, even in relationship, even in marriage. It's hard. It shouldn't, right? You should be supposed to be in love your family, love your woman,
But
but
what's
it's still
hard?
hard.
What's
Why
hard?
is it
What's hard? What's hard?
hard to just have one? Hard to just be satisfied with one.
That's crazy. I think you
And
just.
the thing, no, when you said about your dogs, do you walk your dogs at the same time, or you walk them separately, like you walk
Same
one?
time.
You see, that's what I mean. With the girls, you don't got to do the same thing with them at all. One
But
of them
that's what
could
I'm
be at.
saying, my dude. That's what I'm saying. See, it ain't that I ain't with polygamy. I ain't with the work it takes. Like now you want me to walk them separate. So that means I got to take them out to dinner separate.
It's 2 different type of satisfaction.
I don't got that time. Who got that time? I ain't catering to 3 women. You want me to cater to 3 women? Fuck out of here. Y'all tripping. Y'all got too much time on your hands. Too much time on your hands. That's first of all,
Good
you're gonna
time.
waste so much money. You got to treat 3 different women now. You treating 3 different women. You paying 3 different bills. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's not polygamy. Remember, polygamy in the same household. Y'all marriage.
But you gotta get them to marry you. Oh, so you just gonna be like, you come, you with me? Nah.
No. That's why in the beginning you tell the like what's one of your callers was saying. Keep it real from the beginning. Tell them what you about, and
But
they
my
go.
friend, you still have to date that woman. You think just because you walked up to her and said, "Hey, I deal with multiple women. You want to deal with me?" She's gonna be like, "Yeah, let's get married." Come on, bro, you tripping right now.
I like that. You got to get to know them. It's
Exactly,
like chilling,
and it costs
It's like
money.
chilling with your homegirls.
No, it costs money to date. It's called courting a woman. That costs money.
No, but
you gotta
polygamy,
go
you gotta
out.
have money.
You gotta go out with
if
her.
you want the chicks at home. Hey, don't be knocking men out there.
I ain't knocking. I'm just trying to tell you, before you can get to polygamy, which is multiple women living in your house, you got to court them. You got to court them. They have to believe you. Then they have to move in with you, and you have to now continue to pay their bills. You gotta have a lot of
No, you don't gotta pay their bills. It's a marriage. You pay all the bills in your house?
My friend, in those situations, traditionally those women don't work. I don't know where you reading up on polygamy or
No, but it's just traditionally with men, with just the natural one man and one woman. Naturally, the woman didn't work. Things change. And polygamy can have its evolution as well.
90 seconds.
I'm sorry, Enrique hit me up.
He said, yo, Punch gonna get a divorce by the end of the year. Nah, man. I'm just giving the side. No, I'm happily married, man. Only one for me. But I'm just saying, I'm just speaking on what other men may be feeling and other things that I've heard from friends, family, associates. That's all.
60 seconds.
I hear you, man.
I'm very happy.
Yo, what options for Tio right now? Devin, Tank. Do we even put Ryan?
No. It's gonna be.
No. I don't mean like
Isaac Cruz.
No. I mean like the best options.
The best options, I think Devin.
No, I know Devin, Tank, Ryan.
Okay. I got Devin, because I would say Josh Taylor, but he's fighting Jack Catterall. So Devin, Tank, and the winner of Ryan and Jojo Diaz.
Okay, so you only think there's two options available right now for him?
I mean, if we move to 140, then you got Cepeda, right?
Nah, 35. Leave him at 35.
Pedraza at 140. New York. They both from They're Puerto Rican and Teofimo Lopez.
How about this? Who beats Teofimo right now?
In my opinion,
I know you think nobody, but who you think the public thinks beats Teo? Devin, Tank, who else?
Josh Taylor.
In his division.
Damn, I don't got nobody in this division beating him.
No, I know you don't.
Who got the best? Or who I think?
What do you
Javante
think the
Tank
public thinks? Like Tank, Devin, anybody else you can mention? Loma, they're saying Loma.
See, I would say Loma, but man, even the three scorecards was all wide. Ain't nobody tried to.
That don't mean he can't win in the rematch.
No, I'm not saying. I mean, look, a rematch is granted. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that Teofimo Lopez, if you look at the options, he could have a lot of options of where he could be like, I don't want the rematch with Loma. But I think a Loma fight will be good. But I think Teofimo Lopez is even going to be better in the second fight. I don't think Loma could do, if he goes and tries to really, people were saying, but in the second half, he turned it up. But then when Teo turned it up, he couldn't F with him. So
Shakur's 130. Garcia, what Garcia? Garcia's not 135. So Devin, people. I mean, I'm forced to put Ryan in there, but I know it's gonna be a waste of a vote. Like he's gonna get the lowest amount of votes.
But why? Is it technique or is it because people are just not frustrated with Ryan Garcia?
Just giving a poll. Oh yeah, Ryan don't got it. He hasn't shown that he can beat any of the champs, in my opinion. He went down versus Campbell. Yeah, he showed adversity and defeated it by getting up and winning. That shows that you're a dog.
Yeah.
But you went down versus Campbell. You know what I mean?
Well, but it's like we was talking yesterday. Sometimes these fighters go down to the guy that you least expected.
No, you're right. You're right.
Hey, this guy hurt.
Damn, I think I spelled Davis wrong. It's just no E, right? It's I-S, right?
Yeah, just I.
Oops.
But I think Davis got the best chance. Well, I think Teofimo Lopez will beat Loma again, and I think he'll beat him up easy.
Now you know that if they would have had a rematch clause, statistically the A side normally wins the rematch, even if they lose. Like the way AJ lost the first fight, he wins the second fight versus Ruiz. That's statistically the way that it goes.
But Tio wanted the rematch clause. They ain't put the rematch clause.
I know.
So
that's why it's good that he ain't giving it to him.
And then Bob Arum said that they don't believe in rematches and rematch clauses. Remember?
I wonder if Crawford has one
versus Porter. Maybe Al and Kenny made sure that there's
no. Porter can't put it. He's a mandatory. But since they negotiated before the mandatory went to purse bid, Crawford can put a rematch clause. But Porter doesn't have a belt. How are you gonna get a rematch?
I think that's a very intriguing fight, bro. I think that Porter has a way of humbling the welterweight division, even when he loses. Yeah. He humbles it.
I don't want him to lose, though. I don't want him to lose.
Who, Porter?
Not this one. Not this one.
Who you going for? Who you rooting for, and who you think is going to win?
I think Crawford's gonna win. I'm gonna break out the Santeria for Porter.
Why is that?
What?
Why is that?
Because, man, my man deserves it. Like, think about it, bro. If every fighter had Porter's mentality, we'd be in such a beautiful sport right now. Porter's resume is just like, yo, give me whoever you think is the best.
And everybody in their prime,
He
bro.
don't never complain. He don't never, try to disrespect you. He just wants to fight you. You know what I mean? He just wants to fight you. And I think that we got to respect him, man. Like, yo, everybody is good. I get it. Crawford's pound for pound. But if anybody deserves to prove the world wrong, it's Porter. Because he keeps doing what everybody else won't do.
I think it's a 50-50.
When people talking about give me 20%, I give you 30%, I give you 40%, he talking about let's fight. Yeah. Let's fight.
I think it's a 50-50. He fights a bunch. He got a lot of prime.
He always the B side. You never hear him arguing about, why I gotta be the B side? Never. Took the B side with the catch weight with Broner. Like, he literally fought everybody. My man is a G. I fucking fuck with him.
The only time that he did speak, and I was definitely on his side, when they tried to lowball him with that $1 million with Bob Arum.
Of course.
That was,
of course.
That was
disrespect. Bob is terrible, though. That's what he does best. Look, he tried to offer him $1 million, and now what is he getting for this fight? What was the $4 million?
Reported $4 million.
And the other one's getting $6 million, right? Crawford gets $6 and $4, $10 million fight?
4-6. Mm-hmm.
And then they try to tell me Keith wasn't worth fucking 10. The dude that beat him and was unified.
Yeah.
The disrespect. And look, 10 is still high, but you could have came at, if you gave
that's
Khan,
negotiation.
Exactly. Yeah. If you gave Khan 6 something, dog, you could have found yourself 8 and some change or 7 and some change for Keith.
With incentives.
But I tell you this, Keith wasn't the fight I wanted. Because Keith, until we know he ain't got no injuries, he can't go into a big fight. Like, I wanna see you go through whoever you gonna go through, then you go get this title shot. I know Porter is a dog. That's what I'm saying. Like if I get the opportunity to send a warrior out, I'm sending Porter. I know what I'm sending. I know. Yep. So if Crawford beats him, I know what Crawford is. If I send Keith, I'm wondering, damn, he been out the ring 2 years. Damn, is he injured? Is his hand all right? Is his timing good? Is he rusty? No, I don't want to send him. I'm sending Danny. Man, is he going to let his hands go? Man, is he too small? I ain't sending Danny. I'm sending Earl. Is he 100%? Is he still there? I ain't sending Earl. I'm sending Porter, man. Porter's the dude. I love this fight. I'm about to tell you, I'm about to turn it up. I'm about to start doing shows every 7 o'clock now.
What you think Porter has to do? Because I think that Porter's always in those type of fights with Keith and Spence, he's this close to getting the win. But in my opinion, in the championship rounds, those guys just they made the adjustments to just be cleaner than Porter. What does he have to do to beat Bud?
The truth is, we say that Porter is a dog from round 1 to 12, but he's not. He slows down. He can't slow down with Bud. He got to give Bud it. He got to go out there and give us his all this fight. Whether it's his last fight ever, win or lose, even if you win, it's like, yo, I gave y'all so much, I'm done. Fuck it, champ. You did your thing. You beat the GOAT. You know, you beat the unicorn. Everybody calls Crawford he number 1. You good. But he's got to go hard 24/7, man. Listen, I cannot fucking wait. I think I'm more excited for that one than Wilder Fury because Porter ain't Benavidez. He ain't Kavaliauskas. He ain't Gamboa. He ain't none of them dudes that gave Crawford some trouble. Just some trouble. I know for a fact Crawford coming out from the gate in the southpaw stance. He ain't wasting no time trying to do a fill out and no orthodox. He's going to get punched in the fucking face. He better come out with his best stance from the beginning, which is southpaw. And we going to break him down, man. I know he's conditioned. I know he's a dog, but he still ain't for Porter's like Omar Figueroa with power. Omar was hitting dudes from all angles. They couldn't deal with it when he was at 135 and lower. Soon as he kept going up, obviously his power didn't carry, but
and then he lost the love.
Them punches coming at all angles like that. Like, his first loss was to Ugas.
No, he lost the love. The love for boxing. He said it.
Yeah, man. I don't even know. He was his best when he was with Joel Diaz, but he didn't want to travel over there.
Yeah, that's gonna be a goodie, man. Because you could get Bud to throw down. Like you could
and that's what
Bud
Porter
to
wants. And that's what Porter wants. He wants to be in your face. Let's go. Boom, boom, right here. And Porter falls in. I mean, Crawford falls into a street fight. He wants to be just as tough as you. The thing is, he's accurate. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how hard he could really punch. Because he on a knockout streak for nine fights. He got to punch. No matter what we think of the opponent, he got to be able to punch.
Look, I don't think he could stop Porter, but if he stops Porter,
no, that's impressive. Major.
That's
Nobody's
major.
ever done it. Nobody's ever done it. That's my bet too. I'm betting on that. 12-round decision. I don't give a fuck who wins. That fight's going 12. Dudes is crazy.
Yeah.
These dudes out here smoking all type of rocks thinking he getting stopped. He ain't getting stopped. I'm riding with Porter till the wheels fall off that he ain't getting stopped. If he gets stopped, like you said,
that's surprise, bro.
If he stopped, Bud is real legit number 1 pound for pound.
If he stops Porter.
It's a 50-50
fight,
look,
man. I think
Usyk ain't even stop. Usyk ain't even stop AJ. That's what I'm saying. Like, I like what Andy did more, and people call that a fluke, but Usyk did what he did, and that ain't no fluke. So I would rather if Bud stops him, man, he go. Fuck. It's over. If he stops him, it's really like, damn, nobody could beat him. Because Porter is the definition of tough and durable. And he pushed Earl. He pushed Earl, man. He pushed the shit out of Keith.
He was putting on Caleb Plant.
Listen, he probably that style is gonna be trouble for anybody. It don't matter how big or small you are, but that don't mean he could do 12 rounds with Caleb Plant. That don't, you could spar 4 rounds with Caleb Plant. You can't do 12 rounds with Caleb Plant, and you a welterweight. I don't give a fuck what you tell me. Eventually Caleb Plant gonna stop Porter in the 12-round fight. Sparring, we need that style because you're gonna exert Caleb Plant. It's a lot of punches, but he can't. It's a 68-pounder. If Caleb Plant ain't sucking a 68 until fight night, Caleb got to be at like 178 right now, minimum.
That's what I always felt. To be honest, I had to see Bud versus Porter than before a Bud versus Thurman or Spence. I wanted to see if he could pass that Porter test.
I love the Porter test. I've been called. That's the test, man. The Porter test, man. Porter is listen, win or lose, he one of the toughest fucking fighters in that division, man. He's a bull. He's a bull, man.
Of this era. He's probably the best pressure fighter of this era.
Yes. Yes, and you know what? He got better with time because he used to get a lot of knocks on him for like using his head. That shit stopped.
Yeah.
Just like Bradley.
His last fight. It was beautiful though. His footwork. I love his last fight.
What with Formella?
Yeah.
I was mad he ain't stopped Formella. Then Conor Ben went out there and did it, so they trying to play Porter.
Yeah, but see, I didn't because you know, sometimes you watch a fighter and you look at the next fight, you expecting something. Maybe you want this young guy to stop it, or you want to see more rounds with a dude as a knockout artist like Edgar Berlanga. All right, people got tired of him knocking everybody out. They want to see more rounds in. So I just wanted to see Porter how he got better. You know, his work got cleaner, and it was very, very clean. Great footwork, great jab, doubling every punch, combinations. And I liked that. And I said, damn, if he keep it clean like that, but still have the effective pressure, he'll be a Keith Thurman in a rematch. He'll be a Earl Spence. He'll be a Porter. I mean, he'll be a Bud.
The thing is, Porter's biggest win is Danny, man, and we know Bud could beat Danny. That's the welterweight.
I still want to see Danny and Bud. Yeah,
really?
That rivalry.
I know,
amateur rivalry.
But that was in the Amis, man. It was in the same weight, man. Like Danny's a different welterweight at this point. His prime was at 140. He can't hang with these dudes, or he don't want to hang. Maybe he is an AJ and we got to get him a new trainer, put some dog in him. And that's crazy because he from Philly, but I know Danny don't get tough sparring. His father don't believe in that.
He plays second too much. That's what it is. He let everybody else set the tone.
Yeah, man. So Danny's not the fight I want. This is the fight I wanted to see. Like, he could fight Danny after this, but it's like, you know, at least nobody gonna be like we know what Bud is after this. That's all I care about. That's all I. So you think
it's a mistake for Danny to go to 154?
Nah, he could beat Harrison at 54, or he could get retired by Harrison at 54. But I think he could beat Harrison on Danny's best day. He could beat Harrison at 54.
Oh, God, shout out to his pops. I heard he put that they put that he was hospitalized.
Who? Oh, Angel. I seen that, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy. I hope he's okay. It's my guy.
Yeah, man. Don't lie. My bucket list interview is having Angel Garcia, Teofimo Lopez Sr., and Ghost Guerrero's dad playing dominoes with Modelos. And I want to do an interview like that playing dominoes.
Bro, Modelo's a Mexican beer, man. Get out of here.
Presidente.
I mean, or Corona.
It's the same shit. Corona. Corona, they both Mexican.
You right. You're right, but Corona's more internationally accepted. You know that. Corona and Heineken is like the beer. I mean, I guess I'm old too. I guess new shit. What's new? What's popping there? Huh? You know.
Negro Modelo.
Nah, man. I don't believe in Negro. I don't believe in Modelo. I rarely see anybody drinking that shit. Where? And you in New York, man. Where you see?
We drink Modelo también.
What?
Yeah.
I ain't know that.
Man, that's you in Florida, man. That's it, bro. That's
over.
it. You got no New York ties, man.
It's over, man. I'm done with that shit, bro.
Nah, you still be getting Corona and put the lime in the bottle, right?
Hell yeah, bro. Whenever I drink Corona, though, like honestly, I don't drink. I was in Wisconsin, and obviously we was at a bar because that's where the fight was at. So I had a lot of vodka and Red Bull. That's my thing. I don't drink beer. When I used to drink beer as a 20-something-year-old, 19-year-old, it was definitely Heineken and Corona.
Now in a bar, I like IPA.
Doomy's into beers like a mojo. Not me. I'm going to go ahead and put all these welterweight names in here and see who they think beats Spence. I mean, rather, Crawford. Because Danny ain't going to get no love, but I'm going to throw his name in there. Is he a top 4 welterweight?
Who, Porter?
Danny.
Who's
your 4? Who's your 4? Is it Bud, Earl, Porter, who?
We taking Manny out, right?
Yeah, he's gone. He sleep.
Oh. I put Spence, Bud, Porter,
Porter.
I think we gotta put Ugas at this point.
Wow. Okay, he's the man.
I gotta put Ugas. I still put Thurman, but he's been out for such a long time, man.
Yeah.
But I still think that he'll beat up Ugas. And but I put Ugas. He earned to be there.
I put who beats,
and I put Thurman 5.
Who beats Terrence Bud Crawford right now? And the options are Sean Porter, Earl Spence, Danny Garcia, Danny Ugas.
I put Virgil Ortiz higher than Danny Garcia.
Damn, too late. I would have put that.
Shit, do it again, yo. Put Virgil. How much you bet they're gonna be people who might pick Virgil?
Damn. Should I take Earl out? I ended it because you made me do it again, bruh.
Earl, Bud, Porter, Ugas, and Virgil.
Well, the question is who beats Terrence Crawford now? Right now. So
Spence,
is it
Porter,
Sean Porter,
Ugas, Thurman, and Virgil?
What? No Earl. So you saying Sean
No,
Porter?
I said Earl, Sean, Ugas, Thurman, and Virgil. Or you're going to pick 4 or 5?
I can only pick 4.
Shit.
So Sean Porter, Earl Spence, Virgil, Ortiz, and Ugas?
Yeah. So we leaving Thurman out?
He's out, man, until he get a win.
Yeah. All right.
He's out until he get a win.
Of course, a lot of people going to pick Spence, the one.
You think?
Yeah.
Should we take him out? That's what I'm saying. But whatever, let him get his love. If they still think he gonna win. Yeah.
Well, you like how you like Virgil Ortiz? Or do you do?
He looking all right. You know what I'm saying?
You need to see more of him.
I would definitely like to see more. I mean, if he says he ready for Crawford, then amen. If Crawford gets past Porter, but he didn't take the Crawford fight. He could have took the Crawford fight. He said he listening to Crawford. Crawford told me to fight Cav Velasquez, is what he says. So
nah, I think the WBO messed up in that because Virgil was number 1.
But he didn't want it. He didn't want that fight. You heard his promoter. I had Robert Diaz on the show. I had Garcia on the show, and Virgil on the show. They all were in the same. They were like, nah. Oh, I ain't put Boots Ennis. You think he could really beat him right now? These dudes is crazy.
Boots?
Yeah.
You know what it is when it comes to Boots, especially Boots and Virgil, it's like the eye test, bro. It's like certain things that you just see it. You know what I'm saying? You just see it. He could switch. He got power. He's fast. Throw combination, reflex.
The thing is, we thought Laura was great, and then he got in there with Canelo, and whether you thought he won or not, he didn't look as good as he used to look. And even that's a bad example because fucking, that dude let fucking Angulo put hands on him. You know what I'm saying?
Give me Boots and Danny, or give me Boots and Stanionis.
Yeah, you ain't getting Boots and Danny. Danny ain't fighting Boots, you know that.
Philly. Yeah. How about Stanionis?
But that's
Stanionis
true. They don't do that. Like I never even seen. Has Gabe ever fought a Philly dude and he fight everybody? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm going for Gabe. I'm going for Gabe Rosado, man, to be Jaime Munguia. He got the Cinderella story, bro.
But it's more than that. I mean, Jaime's just not the goods, man.
Yeah.
He's not the goods. Like, he's the only champ I seen regress. He won a belt at 54 and he's looked worse at 60. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Hey, Intrigue,
right,
I see you out there. You want to call or what? You available? You only calling in to tell me to stop talking about Thurman, right?
Nah, man.
Yo, they love boots though.
You sure?
The chat love boots.
All right,
What's up?
I said, you sure? You sure I ain't get you mad with the Thurman shit?
Oh, nah.
So
Nah, I
what's
don't get
up?
mad, man. Shit, nah, man. Good show, though. I was just calling to say that the one thing, I agree with pretty much everything you were saying, but that little Porter, you said if Porter if Bud knock out Porter, then he the GOAT.
Yeah.
Like in my mind, that ain't the case. It don't matter if he knocked if you perform better against another fighter, styles may fight. So I need to see what you're gonna do against another top fighter. Like one you getting all these easy fights and then you fight Porter and knock him out and then that just make you better than everybody else. That don't mean you can still beat Spence, or that don't mean
you knocked out a dude nobody else could knock out. That
it
means
don't
a lot.
matter. It don't matter. That don't happen a lot of times. And that don't mean they're the best. It just mean that style for that particular fight. Now, it could be, but I'm not saying it doesn't mean you
common
are.
opponent, that shit matters, common opponent, man.
It's just like triangle theory, man. That don't matter to me.
Nah. It do matter to you because when Dominic Brazil got slept by Wilder and it took AJ 7, we all got excited, man. Like, nah, that matters.
But it don't, not in my mind. That don't matter. I don't be like, okay, well, Bud knocked him out and you didn't, that's something that I can clown to boost up my fighter. But in the end of the real talk, it don't matter. It's like a team in the NFL blowing out another team by 50, but that don't mean they're going to beat everybody else. A championship team might come back in only won by 2 against that team. It don't mean anything. You got to fight everybody to get that GOAT status. You can't just beat this one dude up and now he the best. Come on, you gotta. What about everybody else who's been fighting? The Garcias,
it's a common
Thurmans.
opponent, man. If you
man,
struggle,
you can't say that off one common
if
opponent.
you struggle with this dude, everybody struggles with this dude, but you come out here and you sleep him. Come on.
I mean, your style might be perfect for that dude. That's just what. But I won't be saying that. I won't be saying that if Bud knock out Porter and then Bud fight a Thurman, a Garcia, a Errol and knock them out. Then I'm gonna be like lean to like, okay,
I know what you're doing, man. I know what you're
But
doing.
one fight, I mean, come on, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna say that's impressive. It really is impressive if he knocks out Porter, but I'm not gonna be screaming he the GOAT.
Yeah, I know.
I mean
man.
but that's all. That's all I was saying.
Excuses.
I'll holler at y'all boys.
I knew it was coming.
What up, Punch?
What's up, brother?
Yo,
Excuses. I knew it was coming.
Yo, they said that you didn't read the couple of super chats that you had.
Yeah. I got Gil Lopez that says, I learned a lot based on this topic. Shout out to Punch. Polygamy topic. We got Jaime Nieto says, yo, Punch brought up a great topic. I'm over here rolling with everyone's opinion and this conversation, laughing my ass off. That's not how I move, but it's hilarious. Edwin Solano, Porter keeps the boxing alive. Thanks. What? No one
beats Tio.
Oh, that's a new hashtag? No one beats Tio. And then Gunna Forever says, Ness, get your beer game up. Pacifico or Modelo.
Yes, sir, man.
Honestly,
Modelo.
I don't drink beer, yo. My lady likes to drink, so if I go out with her again, I just go straight to vodka. I'm a liquor dude, not a beer
vodka
dude.
with cranberry or what? Or just straight?
Red Bull. And if I don't want vodka and Red Bull, I get vodka with Malibu.
Okay, I used to do that shit. The coconut, vodka with coconut Malibu.
Yeah, that shit hit you hard.
Yeah, I used to drink that shit. And then Ciroc coconut came out. Be like, they stole my drink, man.
Yeah. I don't think Ciroc coconut hit as hard as Malibu and vodka mixed.
Yo, I used to drink, Kettle. I used to
because
drink Kettle
remember that Malibu is rum. So when they make their coconut vodka, that's just adding flavor. We talking about mixing rum with vodka, homie. It's for big boys.
That used to be my drink. Kettle One with Malibu rum.
Nice. Yeah, man. That's what I drink. You know what I'm saying? It's either that or the Red Bull, you know.
I used to drink bum juice too.
I haven't had fucking Corona or Heineken forever. It's just like beer's like you gotta piss like a motherfucker when you drink beer.
Yeah, drink beer is like social to pass the time.
Yeah, man. You all fucking bloated and shit. Nah, I'm good. Fuck that. Give me some vodka. I used to be heavy on the cognac, you know what I'm saying? But that was in my early days. Henny, Remy. You know, Chivas. I did a lot of Chivas, a lot of black label, blue label. We even did red label, man. We went through all the labels.
I like Blue Long Island. It's my drink.
Long Island iced tea?
Yeah, Blue Long Island.
Yo,
though.
my man be out here trying to get fucked up.
Yeah, for what, man? Just give me 3 drinks, that's it.
Yo,
I ain't here to stay for the rest of the night.
Malibuyas and Long Islands. Those
like you said, we got no time, man. It's polygamy hour.
Yeah. You trying to get there immediately feeling right. Like, yo, give me Long Island. That shit had you right in like half a drink. There's just so many different alcohols in that shit. Where was I? I was in Myrtle Beach. And this girl ordered a Long Island. I'm watching a bartender make it. I had no clue it was a Long Island, but I asked him, I said, that's a Long Island, isn't it? He said, yeah, because you could see all these different, I don't know how y'all do it.
7 drinks. And the Blue Long Island is 8 drinks.
How y'all do it, I don't know. That's too many different liquors for me. I'm good, man. I'm good. Give me one liquor, one juice.
Yo, I haven't had a nutcracker in a long time, though.
Look at that.
Remember the Nutcracker Wash Heights? I haven't had that
Washington
in a long time.
Heights. Yeah, nah, man. Again, no drinker, man. I'm a smoker, man. I'm light on the alky. You know, unless I go to a resort, but then again, I'm still just drinking vodka, even at the resorts. It's just unlimited vodka.
Moonshot. Yep, that too. I love moonshot.
What part of DR are you from?
My pops from Puerto Plata.
Okay.
And my mother's from La Capital.
Oh, shit. Yeah, my mom is from Boca Chica and my dad is from San Pedro.
De Macorís.
Yeah.
Some of my people's from San Francisco.
Yeah, you got that balling family. Ain't nobody from San Francisco except the rich.
Now, the Puerto Plata side is because my grandfather's Chinese.
What?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah. Yeah, man. My father was my grandfather was a Chinese pimp.
When you visit, where do you go?
To be honest, everybody here.
So you don't go back? When the last time you been back?
2014.
Wow. That's a lot of
Yeah, I
years.
haven't been. Some of them moved to Carolina, Puerto
Your girl's
Rico.
not Dominican?
Huh?
Your lady's not Dominican?
Swedish.
Oh, wow. So you never took her to vacation out there? That's crazy.
Nako usually go back to Europe.
Bruh, that's her culture. You got to take her to your culture.
But I'm saying that most of my family's, most of the Dominicans is over here, like my grandmother, everybody.
But still, I'm talking about
if
the
we go over
country
there,
itself.
if we go, my parents was basically raised here. They came.
I'm talking about going to see the country itself, though. Like that.
So you know, the pandemic hit.
Yeah, pandemic hit. Shit slowed everything up. I haven't been on vacation since the pandemic.
So that's 2 years, right?
Yeah. Save hella money though.
Then the kids.
Because I was going on vacation like 4 times a year. That shit's crazy. But I love flying. I love going to DR. You know.
I like Europe, but it's a boring sports town. I can't live out there.
Isn't it like so much more expensive to go over there? Because your dollar's like 75 cents. You lose.
Depending at the time. Let's say when you go out, you know, over there in Europe, they don't go by the tips. Like they don't leave tip. So let's say you buy a beer and the beer is $10, but if you go to a bar, the beer is $7, but you'll give $3. You will give a tip, so it comes out the same price. They just don't go by tips. It's almost the same price when you go out, to be honest. Certain things are cheaper, like cologne is cheaper. It's cheap over there. The cologne that out here sells like for $180 or $150 over there is like $180 or $80. So there's certain things that is expensive and cheaper, just like here.
Well. I feel like Europe is way more expensive. The minute you get your dollar converts to less.
True.
So,
but you know what? Probably you don't really see it because every time when you do go out, you're going on vacation, so you're always prepared with money in your pocket.
Yeah.
You're always out there ready to spend. You know?
Makes sense. Well, next GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one, ladies and gents. Shout out to Moonshine taking us all the way to 11 p.m. late night, talking polygamy and boxing out.
Yeah, I might go live, man. Gonna have a midnight love, man. Midnight love hour. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, maybe you should join us tomorrow.
I gave you a good topic though.
Join me tomorrow when I got Lady Shannon and Enrique on. We going with our first episode. Yeah, join us, man.
Yeah, man. I got some good topics, man, for y'all.
Come on down, mañana. It's either gonna be at 7 p.m. or 9 p.m. But you'll see the Skype ring. I always leave you in the call.
See, that's why on Thursday I have happy hour Thursday. Everybody get you. So you got to have something like that. So they got to be prepared. You know what I'm saying? To get the big screen. We're going to TBV. We're going to be talking about sex, baby. You're going to create arguments.
We going to see. I got some of the questions. Let me see if some of the questions here. Let me see. I'm going to leave the names anonymous for right now.
He said, I'm an Asian now, man. I've been saying that shit. My fucking middle name is How. What you talking about?
We've been posted that too. It's probably buried. Let me look for it. Here we go. How many we got? Quite a few. Oh, look, your question already came up. Would you ask your significant other to bring another woman in the bed? So your question already came up.
Oh, no, man. We not the same. Men and women not the same, man. Polygamy is for the men.
Got another one here. Does porn distort the perception of how sex is or should be? We got some good topics. Oh, that's you got to write it down. You write it, or you get. No, these are questions from the people that I posted it, and then they. You know, and
that's a good question, bro. That's a good. Porn could fuck you up, bro.
Yeah.
Porn and masturbation could fuck up your sex life.
For real.
Look how he said, for real.
No, listen, I've seen movies of dudes that gotta go to like
rehab, like Tiger Woods.
Nah, not rehab. What's that other shit? Like AA or whatever. You know what I mean? Like to be deconditioned from that shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm out, man. I'm tired as fuck. Moonshine could go all night. Go join him. He about to go live. Yeah, I know he is.
I'm going live, bro. I told you, Punch Drunk Boxing.
See, he do the late night hour. We got shifts, man, and I'm out. I'm tapping in. Peace.
All right,
or tapping out. Bye.